Greetings, adventurers. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. Ooh. Hi, I'm Dave. It says so below my name. How's everyone doing? Sorry we started a bit late. I had lots of stuff set up, and then Discord went crazy, and I had to restart, and I lost all the stuff I did. So I did it again.
Yeah.
But we are here. I am joined today by Andy.
It's me. Wow. Yeah,
Right.
I'm talking. Wow.
Trelawney. Pointing the right way.
Hello,
There we
hello,
go.
hello.
No, my hand hurts.
Hello.
JD.
Hello.
Bloomers.
Hello.
And Sam.
Hello.
And also Arian is my assistant, lurking. So yeah. We, for those of you who weren't here for episode 0, when we created our characters, we're going to play some Dungeons and Dragons, 5th edition. And to do so, we will be using Tabletop Simulator. We've got a custom table, which I can show you now. Look at that. Custom table. Let's get smaller cameras.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I've got maps and things, but we'll get into that when we start the game. Yeah, we're going to mostly concentrate on the game during the stream, I think. So the alerts won't make noises. We might not notice if anyone, raids or subs or whatever. But we'll try and do like a shout out at the end before we go. Otherwise, we will just be fully immersed in our role playing, which will be fun.
I need a bucket. Fast.
Yeah. Squirrel says, "Hey, look, it's my art." Yeah, I pilfered some of the art from the Discord for people's
Oh, nice.
little profile pics. Andy's is off the internet. Sam's is off the internet. Trelawney's
I'm
is
sure
a
there'll be
random dwarf I found.
Okay.
JD's is
there'll be
old bucket art.
Where is it?
On the stream.
stream.
On strip. They're on your name.
Stretch, yes.
Oh,
Twitch stream, whatever.
Yeah,
There's...
so yeah, we're going to be starting the campaign. We'll go through. You'll be introduced to everyone's characters as we go. Yeah, there'll be a few kind of house rules that we've got in place. Some will work out as we go. Everyone's starting at 3rd level because it makes life a bit easier. You don't have to worry quite so much about dying to a single wolf or a horse kicking you in the face.
Oh my.
Everyone's also got a bonus feat and bonus magical item, but they will reveal themselves as we go. I'll take my hood off
My feet.
for the moment because it's quite warm.
Have a 3rd foot.
A 3rd foot, yes, 3 feet. No, that's your height, Andy. You're 3 feet.
Oh, I get a whole bonus foot to my height. A whole bonus feet. I'm going to be the tallest short person in the race.
Yeah.
I like that I've just found I have a box on my desk of 13 buckets.
Oh no.
What?
No,
How?
I don't think you're meant to have
How did this
13
happen?
buckets.
There's a crate of 13 buckets on my desk.
If Dave is asking why, then something's gone terribly wrong.
Oh no, it's just a crate called bucket, and it's got 13 different things in it.
Oh.
They're not all buckets.
Well, like mine is
The
called
first one is a
Mine-
bucket.
Oh.
JD got so excited. Did you see
Yeah,
it?
see what JD's doing.
Whoops.
Yes, these little boxes are stuff. So this grey one, JD, is also a box. So you need to long click to pick the whole thing up.
I put it back.
And I don't know if you dropped anything through the table then, but I'm sure you'll be fine. You'll manage.
I'll be fine. Oops.
So
Alright.
yeah, I guess.
panically trying to remember what my feet is.
Well, we can look at that in a bit.
Well,
when we go
we'll
to
figure it out. Don't
It's
worry
in
about it.
it's in your box in a card. If you
Right, I think I know.
right click your box and search,
Yeah.
there'll be a
Did you not
card.
get them out when you were. Am I the
It
only one that's
says,
on my
"Crusher."
desk like a very anal pad?
Wow, spoilers, Dave.
Yeah. So yeah, if everybody is ready. Oh yeah, software. This is Tabletop Simulator. The VOD of episode 0, if you want it, is on YouTube. There is a command for it. D&D recap. just in case. Put all the VODs in a playlist there. Yeah. I think.
So there was someone asking the question, like, will this be on YouTube? So yeah, that answers
Yes, it will. So I guess we're about ready to start. Let's go to this screen. Cool. Let's dive into the campaign. Ooh. Woo.
Exciting title.
On the western half of the cracked continent lies the Kagaspian Empire, the dominion claimed long ago by the Eternal Emperor, recently divided at the Dying King's wishes. Set apart from the elven land of Eldidra, across the Emerald Ocean to the northwest, and fractured off from the eastern half over the sundered shore, where the Republic of the Fourth Dwarven Empire try to hold their hard-won peace from the untamed fury of the Rage Lands, and far away from the wild expanse of Cristaria, where mystery and magic hold sway. To the south of the lush green lands around the Kagaspian capital lies the Principality of Wolvia. Similar to the barren waste of Dirtlandia beyond the Fearfoot Mountains, this quadrant was recently formed and named for its provincial ruler, Prince Tara Kadagask, dubbed the Wolf and the King's oldest brother. Whilst not boasting the natural beauty of the capital lands, nor the richness of resources found in the western swamplands of Dunmire, Wolvia provides easy living and verdant farmland for its subjects, though not without ample opportunities for budding heroes to keep it that way. On the east coast squats the city of Westerhaven, an ancient port and long-established hub of commerce. The territory has prospered under a long period of peace. Visible from miles around, the Halcyon Spire catches the bright sun on its alabaster surface, a beacon of the region's power, home as it is to the prince. The large, fractured moon Selumé makes its way lazily across an inviting Nuart sky, its smaller counterpart, Hegia, hidden below the horizon. A warm suncrest breeze flows through the houses and market stalls of the mercantile quarter of the city, disturbing some petals and scraps of coloured paper discarded from the previous week's Laurels of the King celebration. In front of the dock's jobs board stands two figures, casting a comical silhouette, one large and imposing, the other small and lithe. Bloomers and Andy, if you'd like to introduce your character.
Hello there, I am Xander Brushspark. I'm a halfling, if you didn't notice already, obviously, from my short stature. I am an expert vegetable procurer of the cracked continent and a sword for hire.
Standing next to you.
I am Yulna. I am a Loxodon, locksmith by trade, out for some adventuring and to just, earn my way in life.
Sorry, Bloomers, I need to turn you up a bit.
Sorry,
Loxodon.
I've probably gone shy.
That's fine.
I love Loxodon Locksmith.
Loxodon
That's
Locksmith.
just like
Yes. I am
Yes.
boosting Bloomers. Cool. So yeah, you stand in front of the jobs board in Westerhaven, littered with many notices. Some old and fading, others newer, pasted across the former. An old poster with curled edges proclaims, "Crew wanted to man the Queen's Tempest. Must have sea experience and nothing to lose. Inquire to Dockmaster Haft." Another says, "Bolts of silk wanted. Highest quality, varying colours. Details from Sear at Hyde and Chic in the silver sector." The most official-looking notices read, "Any citizens with information about the identity or whereabouts of the Baelor Butcher must inform the Braven Fist or any member of the Wolfpack under threat of imprisonment." On top of this, underneath, someone has graffitied, "It's Prince Tara," in a kind of comical font. But the notice that has caught the attention of Xander and Yuna reads, "Sell swords. needed to seek and destroy threat to northern farmlands. Multiple large bears sighted killing and stealing cattle near Lamlet Rise. 120 gold reward, plus any meat and hide recovered. Bring proof to the captain's office outside the Silver Sector barracks. Whilst this would be a hefty prize split between the pair of you, and you are confident in your abilities, something tells you it would be wise to expand your party. You stroll further into the docks of the Saltstone Landing and see a recently landed ship in the process of unloading. Strolling down the gangplank, 3 figures unlike any of the other sailors you see about you. Sam, Humph, and Shaloni, if you would like to describe what the others see walking down the gangplank.
Sure thing. Hello, but so I'm Douglas, son of Dwaylen, son of Dane, Clan Deepforge. Oh, I'm an artificer by trade, looking to bring honor to my clan and to my people through my craft and through honorable deeds.
Sam?
Yeah. Hello, I am Stone. I am a 55-year-old Goliath. And I'm here to help.
Hi, I'm Magpie. I'm a tiefling, and just here to have fun, enjoy myself. Really, that's all you really need to know.
Party.
I'm on my gap year. No.
So yeah, Yulna and Xander, you see these three strange-looking individuals. One shorter but completely covered head to foot in very shiny armor. Ooh. You see a albino tiefling, not overly common sight in these lands, and you see someone who could almost pass for human if it wasn't for their towering height and strange, slightly blue skin. Ugh. These definitely seem like the type of people you'd want at your side if you were to take on some bears.
They do seem to cover all the bases of height.
We need a tall one, a short one, and a medium one.
Yeah.
Well done.
All 3 different heights. Done.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm just like looking up, and you'll know. Like,
Yeah.
These 3, we should go for those. They look like they need some stuff to do.
Yeah, we should perhaps speak with them.
I walk up and approach the group, and I don't know who would I think is the clear leader of the group. I don't know.
I feel like Yulna would want to speak to Stone first because they are both tall and kind of greyish.
Tall,
I
grey,
don't.
yes.
Relatable.
No, I don't think that's very relatable.
They all
Xander's like Xander goes immediately over to the dwarf.
Sure.
Because I don't have to crane my neck to talk to anyone. So
he has an imposing figure in a different way than the others. Isn't as tall and towering over you, but is still almost as wide as he is tall, with his kind of stout stature and additional armor of large shoulder pieces.
Nice. Well met, dwarf and tiefling, and
It says well met outside of a D&D campaign. It's great.
Hey,
Elder Scrolls.
hey. Sup? Should I go full on Oblivion character? Like,
Greetings, fine sir.
I'll proffer my trunk to shake hands with Stone, or
Nice.
this grey gentleman in front of me.
And I... 1 second. Roll an 18.
What was that roll?
So we shake hands.
Handshake roll. Yeah.
I was like,
are you proficient in handshakes?
Hang on, Dave. Did we do?
Crush.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
this is already getting
I will offer my hand and shake that.
nice. Yeah. So, you there, dwarf and crew? Are you in need of work?
Oh, I suppose so, but depends on the work. What you got going?
We're
Proposing.
swords for hire. Are we swords? Are you a sword for hire? I have a sword,
I have
and
a
I often get hired. For things. What are we doing again?
We were protecting that cart before, so like we've proven that we can do sword things.
Yes, you travelled here with a merchant from Higfield, kind of
That's right.
protecting and guiding them and kind of being backup for anything they might need. And then you found yourself here looking for additional work because obviously you just arrived in the city. It's slightly scary. You've been to large towns before. This is possibly one of the larger cities you've been to. You're just kind of looking to get your bearings and getting a job, and maybe making some friends within the kind of structure of the city. Definitely seems like a good idea. So yeah, the job is some bears have been
That's right.
terrorizing the farmland to the north.
Yes, we are hunting. We are going to hunt some bears in the farmland to the north for some moderate
Gold.
coin, but we cannot do it alone.
We could, but it seems more sensible with.
Wait.
I was going to say, you look pretty capable.
We're just missing the medium height of the
Yeah.
group, really.
Oh, I see.
We need
I
someone
see
to
how it is.
communicate between us so we don't get sore necks.
Ah. Takes a while from messages to relay from up there to like, that's
Yes.
understandable. Yeah.
You need a group with a good height distribution so that it's like there's
Yes.
a good average.
Yeah.
You wish to maintain that rather than like skew it one way or another.
So we had one short person, one tall person, and one medium person, and that's like perfect height distribution, right? It's a party match made in heaven. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect
If you-
five.
It doesn't sound like you need references, but if you do, you should perhaps speak to the captain of the ship who can vouch for our combat
Ah,
effort.
this is true.
Indeed. Very
Yeah,
true.
I
as
take it
you-
you just came off a ship.
Yes,
Mhm.
as you're
In the
standing
dock.
on the dock,
Yeah.
you are getting some strange looks from the surrounding sailors and dock workers who are, most of them, going about their business because they've got to earn a living, and you're a strange group of 5 very odd-looking people just conversing in the middle of the docks while they're kind of carrying massive bales and barrels around you.
Maybe we should head off from here. I'm not a fan of the water anyway, I must admit. Let's go somewhere a bit more inconspicuous. Is there a pub? Is there a tavern?
You're going to rust if you stand out here for too long, Tin Can.
You look
Very
around.
possibly,
You're currently
I
on the
don't-
docks. You can see slightly into the kind of mercantile quarter proper, and you see multiple stands selling various wares, some food, some drink. But you reckon if you ventured forward, you could find a pub if you wanted. It's up to you.
Seriously.
I wouldn't say no to a quick drink and a chat before we head off.
Aye, nothing like a quick mug of ale before heading off on a journey, I tell you. Gets the body work in it, as I say.
Always good to get to know the people you plan to work with.
Precisely.
So yeah, you head out from the Saltstone Landing. Bloomers, do you say you can't see the map? I see you're at 0% loading.
Yes, I'm at 0% and have a giant white square on my
Maybe you
table.
should.
Do you want me to let me try and
log off
reload
and
it?
rejoin.
Let me pop it out again. You're going to try and load it again. No, you're still at 0%.
I've got
Do you wanna-
www image error unknown error in my
Do you want
chat.
to try leaving and
weird.
rejoining?
I can try this. Hopefully this is not the same error that means my PDFs don't work, because if
Well,
it
yes,
is-
there is a. It is basically a map of the city, and it is in the Google Drive I sent you if you wanted to look it up. So yeah, you came in on Saltstone Landing, and you're heading into the Mercantile Quarter. So yeah, the sights and sounds of Westerhaven are different to a lot what a lot of you are used to. 3 of you came from the eastern shores, and whilst you may have grown up in similar sized cities, the atmosphere is very different in what is a mostly human land. You look around, you do see some, half elves and other races, less elves, and from what you can tell, I mean, obviously some have their ears hidden, and you wouldn't want to guess whether they were human, half elf, or elf. But for the most part, what you're seeing are people of the human race, and therefore a group of 5 non-humans do stand out a little more. But nonetheless, you make your way through the stands, people selling dried meats and colourful cloth. One merchant has spices stacked in kind of impossible pyramids. You're not quite sure how they're standing and whether a slight breeze would send them flying in a kind of beautiful, dry, spicy firework across the market. But you carry on through, and you do eventually see what you assume to be a tavern, a old-style building with a thatched roof and a large sign outside saying "The Fool and Flagon." Which...
I'm gonna hang back, and whoever is at the back of the party, I'm just gonna go, "What's a flagon?"
I naturally assume I would be the one walking at the back of the party.
Sure.
So, I guess.
I turn to my phone I think it's a drink that big people have.
It comes in
pints.
I've only read about them in books.
I'm just going to look down at the book and be like,
Flagon's a bloody marvellous invention, I show you. I tell you, I will. It's bloody brilliant.
What do you put in the flagon?
Whatever you want. Ale, I suppose. What else?
Yes, I've had ale before. Let's go.
I know that word.
As you approach the building, you see a rather odd sight, and odd as you are as a group, this figure stands out. A dwarven person wearing fairly regular clothes, but on their head you see a large bushy moustache peering out from what could only be a bucket stuck on top of their head, and quite an ornate bucket at that. It has kind of shining bands of gold around, and they seem to be yelling at basically anyone who gets too close to the outside of the pub. As you approach further, you can hear what this dwarf seems to be shouting.
Is that the village drunk?
Come one, come all, come and hear the tale of the holy bucket. Come and receive the message of our Lord and Savior, the great bucket in the sky.
I step to the front of the group and motion to protect everyone else, just just get behind me.
Sounds like you got something interesting to say. Let's have a listen.
This is gonna go. We go.
I'm just gonna.
There, my dwarvish chum. You seem like you want to know more about the great bucket. Here,
I'm curious,
take one of our fabulous buckets.
I look
This
at
one is
Douglas.
for you.
Do you know that
the
person?
bucket. I'll take the
I'm gonna
bucket. Oh,
have
it's
a
a
sniff of the bucket
fine
with my
quality
drum.
bucket, this, I must admit. Oh,
The
carry
finest.
much all this would. Why, this is brilliant. You might have something good to say. Hang on, this is a good bucket, this.
Anyone else for a bucket? You, sir, the very large man. Would you like a bucket?
Me? Sorry.
It does seem to
he's
be
not talking
slightly
to me.
used to it.
Sorry.
I don't think I've got any Loxodon-sized buckets, but I could try. I can crack out the back of one of them. It'll be fine.
Okay.
This chainmail has been all that I needed.
I'm just gonna slip out from underneath Stone's protecting thing and just knock on Father Bucket's bucket. It's like, are you okay in there?
There's no chance you're doing that. I'm
No?
ducking out the way. Hey.
Go on then,
I
mate.
tried.
Let me tell you, this bucket was given to me by the great bucket in the sky not only a week ago, but 2. And there should be no knocking upon the bucket without my permission, thank you. Would you like a bucket?
I'm good, thanks. I think the horns would get in the way.
Could fit down the middle? Cut some holes down the side? That'll be fine.
At this point,
Maybe you can have a bucket on each.
a large man wearing a kind of slightly sodden apron steps out from the door of the pub and looks at Father Bucket and says, "Hey, I told you to clear off. If you're not going to buy a drink, you can't stand outside bothering my patrons. Clear off."
It sounds like it's your time to leave.
Oh, it's. I can't give away any of these buckets. Everyone's already got their own buckets. They don't understand. This great bucket was given to me by the great holy bucket in the sky 2 weeks ago, and I didn't know what to do. I've been trying to spread the word and the message. I was working for a blacksmith at the time, and they didn't like what I was saying. So I came out here to try and spread the word. Just being a lowly dwarf on your own in Westerhaven, there's not really much opportunity to spread the word other than just trying to sell it. I tried selling them actually down in the mercantile quarter, but they wouldn't have any of it. Everyone already had their buckets from the
Have you
regular
tried
salesman.
taking the bucket off to better communicate with people?
Are you having a hard time hearing me?
I can't.
You have the biggest ear. You do have the biggest ears of the group, people know.
It's
this
strange.
bucket-
It's
this
almost
bucket was
like the
handed down
bucket
to me.
resonates with the sound of Father Bucket's voice and amplifies it, so he seems louder than a normal dwarf.
Let me tell you, when you receive something this holy from the Great One, you don't take it off. Like this bucket is me. It's part of me.
I have questions.
I'm sitting at the back with
I'm
the
here to answer
most skepticalist look on my face. That's a word now. Imagine the biggest, the largest amount of skepticism you could imagine on a halfling's face. That's my face.
Yes, I have. But I'll only ask one, and that's why don't you try flyers instead of buckets? If you give flyers to people, they don't have to carry a massive great bucket around with them, and you'll still be spreading the word, and everyone wins.
And at least we can make paper airplanes out of those.
Shh, no, we won't do that.
I'm just like sat at the back next to is it Xander, and he's just like leaning on the handle of my warhammer, just with like the symbol of helm just dangling, and I'm just like, hang on, just looking at that and looking at you and that and you.
Is the warhammer taller than me?
Yeah,
Probably.
it's.
It's not dangling near your.
I spot this warhammer and say, "Hey, you seem like you know your thing around your way around a hammer as well." And I pull out, I kind of duck behind me. I've got a little box, kind of full of all of my worldly possessions, and pull out this big old great warhammer of my own as well. I was like, "Hey, here we go. I'm a bit of an expert with one of these as well."
Father Bucket starts kind of flailing around with this warhammer, and you get slightly unnerved in that he doesn't seem to be able to see out of his bucket, but is swinging a hammer around quite near you.
I just like to throw my head back and heartily laugh. I like you, Kinsman. I like you. I do. I can't leave a fellow dwarf out in the cold, thrown out from the pub. It wouldn't be befitting of my clan. Why don't you come with us and you can spread the word? I'm interested to see what you got to say.
It's been a good while since I've met another of my kind. I'd more than happily share a brew with you.
Huzzah! Sounds good to me, brother.
What's a brew?
I think it's tea.
So you make your way into the Fallen Flagon, and it's either in spite of the landlord's protestations or possibly because of Father Bucket, it does seem to be very empty inside. You can see one person in the corner who's possibly asleep, possibly a bit worse off than that, but you'd need to investigate. And other than that, there's a few tables with no one at them, and the single barber over by the taps. He does seem
Round of ale, please, barman.
Now
everyone here.
He takes a look at you and Father Bucket, and kind of the slight squint at his eye, and not quite sure of this guy who's been driving away his business. And 2 silver, up front.
Aye, sounds good to me.
You gonna toss him 2 silver?
Yeah, I'm gonna toss him all the silver. I've been at sea for God knows how long. I need ale.
Sure.
Make sure mine's a flagon.
Yes, I'll have one of them too.
Yes.
Yes.
Now we're talking.
You know that's just the name of the pub, right? We serve beer in mugs like everyone else. Flagon's just some fancy hoity-toity word.
See, no, in the guild we have a word for that's called false advertising. But no,
Trade descriptions. I like that.
I was gonna say, no, listen, get us a flagon, all right? That's what we asked for. That's what we came for.
Very well, my lord. I will get you a flagon of ale.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, bud.
He picked up a mug from kind of behind the bar. He kind of puts it down underneath, reaches his hand to a different part of the bar, pulls out an almost identical mug and starts pouring beer into that instead.
Aye, that's more like it.
I just laugh quietly to myself, just like. Yeah.
I'm just there, like excited face.
I'm going around trying to see how sturdy the chairs are and find which one has the most solid-looking legs.
I'm also observing this.
Why don't you try using 2, maybe 4, at the same time to distribute the weight?
2 could work.
You do
yes.
gingerly sit on one of them, and it does slightly creak, and you hear a tiny cracking noise, but you stand up before it fully disintegrates underneath you.
Make an attack roll against the chair.
Invisible chair.
In fact, Yona, this isn't a massive pub, and you can slightly every now and again feel one of the beams on the roof brush very close to your head.
Tickling the tops of my ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing the
guess
tall
I can
person
kneel.
stoop.
Yeah.
Sure.
I know it well.
I found the tallest stool I can find, and I'm just sitting on it cross-legged.
Nice. The landlord comes over and sets down 6 drinks and just kind of sighs. Here you go. 6 flagons of ale.
Thank you very much, bud. Marvelous.
So this is a flagon.
So this is ale.
Yeah, both the mug and the contents seem a rather uninviting brown colour. But you
Bloody
know,
marvelous. Proper ale. Here it is. I looked at it.
Chug.
Push mine towards Douglas with my trunk.
I take a sip and immediately spit it out. It's like, ah.
yeah, it's a very
What is that?
very bitter, almost sour taste.
People pay money for this?
Glug, 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 glug.
Mine's going straight down as well. Clink with Douglas, and then it's going down the hatch.
Let's go, bud.
I do it. I wince a little bit and then like pretend to like it, and like do a really awkward join in with the clink.
Nice.
Magpie's never drunk ale or beer or anything alcoholic before, so she's just going to take a cue from the dwarves and down it.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no, the
That's
first
gonna
alcohol
fly.
that
The
came
spirit you
Alright, that's it. Get it down, you lads. Go on.
Magpie, make a Constitution saving throw.
Here it is.
Okay,
First roll of the game.
that's 19.
Ooh,
Hey.
nice.
Hey.
It's always
She's
the
a
alcohol-based
natural.
con save.
Yeah, you feel it kind of churning in your stomach, but You kind of swallow it and keep it down, and you didn't enjoy it, but you definitely feel like you've triggered some kind of respect within the dwarves, or at least you hope you have.
Is it meant to bubble?
I think that's the best part, that is. So you tell us good.
Okay. Sure.
I'm not
It's
awfully
fine.
sure.
Just lean back and let it all out in one go.
I'm not awfully sure about it, so I'm gonna like get a little bit and like to myself, kind of like drip it on my sword.
Okay, are you doing this so anyone else could see, or are you trying to be sneaky about
It's
it?
kind of like under the table, like. Not
Okay, make a
super
sleight of hand check.
Great.
Pub checks in games are the best checks.
Oh yeah.
I rolled a plus my character sheet stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I'm so unprepared so many times. 11.
11. Okay. Most of the others do see you kind of just very slowly taking your mug below the table and doing something with it. But you dribble a little bit on your sword, and you hear a soft voice in your head saying, "Ah, what's that? What's that? It's some kind of old vegetable."
Okay.
I don't like it. No.
And I just kind of shrug and I'm like, oh.
He's a curious one, that halfling, isn't he? That's not what you're meant to do with it, but that's not how it...
No, I just accidentally dripped a bit. Sorry. Oh.
What are you meant to do with this stuff?
I'm not used to this heavy mug.
It's all right, but we all been there. We all been there. I remember back when I was a wee. Oh, those are the days.
I raised a slight eyebrow
trolling
because
off.
I've seen something similar to this before, but I wasn't sure what he was doing that time either, so I'm still a little curious as to his bag of vegetables that he carries around.
Side note, do you have eyebrows?
The lumpy skin bit above my eyes.
Okay.
Do elephants
I
have
think
eyebrows?
They definitely have eyelashes.
Yeah. I don't think they have eyebrows, but where your eyebrows would be.
No,
Make a
elephants
history
don't have
check.
eyebrows. Eyebrows actually function to keep sweat from rolling into eye sockets. So, no, I do not have eyebrows.
Okay.
I raise my forehead ridge.
Okay.
I'm slightly feeling the effects of the ale at this point. Slightly,
Yeah.
not massively. Just slightly.
You're feeling a little bit off.
Yeah.
Also, the smell of the pub is kind of adding to the slightly queasy feeling. It's definitely not the kind of establishment you were used to.
I'm not sure I can get any paler, quite frankly.
I'm gonna turn to everyone and say, it's not every day, or it's been a long time since I've made some new friends. So, bartender, another round for everyone.
Aye, that's the spirit. Aye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clank him the silver.
Yeah.
Okay.
By this time, I've almost finished my mug, and I'm like, I suppose it does get better the more you drink.
It really does.
Aye, that's the spirit. Aye.
The barman brings over another 6, takes away the empties, and looks at the ones of you who haven't finished your drink and have just been handed another. Kind of looks at you a bit strangely, but doesn't say anything. Just collects the empties and walks off. He's happy with the silver.
I'm gonna slide my mug.
The new
into
friends,
the
but
this time.
Yes.
the new friends.
Yes.
New friends.
I like this. This
Yes.
is great.
Down it goes, but
Downs it.
Right. All 3 of you make a con save this time.
First episode, immediately everyone gets completely plastered.
I attempt to down it, and I'm like, ugh, and then I spit a little bit out, and I'm like, well, not trying that again.
That is a nat 20.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
20.
Oh,
Critical beverage.
It is, but
Perfect, quite frankly.
I mean, you dwarves, this was breakfast since you were a toddler. This is nothing.
Just to mess the game a bit, we're gonna have to go and fight bears, and you're burning all the good
Fine.
rolls now.
Hey, it's important.
I roll a
It's
2.
important.
Oh dear.
2 nat 20s on the
That was
beer roll.
perfect.
Yeah, so
Perfect.
you drink your second beer and you feel great. You feel like you could take on the world.
Aye, so you've always got to have an ale before you go off on an adventure.
Or 2.
We're
Invigorates you,
adventuring?
it does. Aye,
I
it's
say, inserting myself into this.
sure. Aye, the little one over there with the funny sword. He said something about hunting some bears. He did.
Yes,
I mean,
you there,
Yes.
buckets, dwarf. um, you seem like you can hit things with a hammer. Would you care to accompany us to? We're going to fight some bears for money.
absolutely. I love money and have less than I would like.
Then I've got the perfect job for you.
Fantastic. And you're right. I do know. I got like a hammer.
Yeah, I saw
shield.
you earlier. Definitely
I like trained as a paladin for quite a long time.
a
So
paladin. You say?
120 does split 6 ways more evenly than 5.
That's some good maths.
Sure.
Well, I sure do like the fact you can't see out of that bucket, so you're on the team.
Let me have you know. I can.
You can
I
be
see
distraction.
plenty fine, thank you. I can
I-
see everything around me.
I don't believe you, but let's go.
The holy bucket.
Xander kind of leans behind Father Bucket, starts waving his hands a little bit.
I know that he's waving his hands behind me right now.
That's just because everybody does.
I do little bunny ears behind the bucket.
And I know that you're doing bunny ears behind me right now. As
Ah,
well.
you're a sharp one, aren't you, paladin? Oh.
I can't mage hand and do bunny ears.
That's quite impressive. That's mage hand, isn't it? I'm familiar with this.
Oh, he's a knowledgeable one. He is. Oh, bloody hell.
This
Wow.
weird spectral hand is still floating behind Father Bucket, just doing this.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna be brilliant. He's brilliant. I like. More I get to know him, the better I
This-
like him. I do.
This bucket, it gives me abilities to see even what others can't see around us.
Oh, tell me what I can't see then.
Well, we're at a pub at the moment. There's not much interest.
I can see the pub.
He has his uses.
I mean,
he has his uses.
There needs to be something there for us to do it. I mean, come on. I can't just do it whenever.
Oh.
I'm
Go on,
just-
hold up some fingers behind me. I'll tell you how many it is without looking.
Okay, I get the mage hand to hold up 3 fingers behind him.
Okay.
There are 3 fingers held up by the mage hand.
Hang on, Father Bucket, you have to give me a perception check with disadvantage because you can't hear
I was going to say from
you can't hear
well,
or
from
smell
my
the number of fingers.
no, but my fighting style blind fighting means I have perfect blind sight within 10 feet.
I mean,
So I can
the
see.
mage hand
Not
makes
for combat.
0 noise. You can't
Zero
blind,
noise,
You can't
but I can-
blind sense a magic hand, can you?
I think so.
We
Because
found-
this is actually for my fighting style, so
Yeah,
blind
sure.
fighting. I have blind sight within 10 feet and can see everything in that range, including invisible creatures. So including behind me.
Wow. Yes.
Sure,
So
yeah,
I can-
no,
I
that's
know it's there.
fine then. You absolutely know what the magic hand is doing.
That doesn't usually happen.
Yeah.
Ow!
The bucket is
Ow.
magic, after all.
You know what? He's convincing me more of this way of the bucket the more he goes on about it. I must admit.
You're my favorite person.
Father Bucket, at this
I
point,
just-
you remember
Oh,
that
my God.
the pile of buckets that you've been toting around the city trying to flog, you left outside when you were so excited to have a drink with new friends.
I quickly run back outside and have a quick look and see if they're still there.
Yeah, they're all gone.
Ah! But more importantly, is my box of belongings still there?
Yeah, I'd say your belongings have been kind of rummaged through, and once they saw you didn't have anything worth stealing, they left it all there.
All right, I come back in the pub, just dragging this kind of box behind me. It's
The
enough
mage
that I
hand-
can
the mage
wear on
hand's still
myself,
following
but
him.
like,
Sure, yeah. It's a box with straps.
well, Looks like I'm starting over on the whole the bucket thing, but I still got my stuff, so don't worry, I can still fight. Let's do this.
Right, I think we're all full of ale. I think unless there's anything else anyone wants to do, I think we're ready to go.
Seems to be that way.
Hi.
Nice. So
how tipsy does 2 mugs of ale get you?
I mean, on a natural 20 or the con save, you're absolutely fine.
Well, yeah, I've not rolled anything, and I'm very small.
I mean, did you finish your second as well?
I'm gonna say, yeah, no. Almost. Almost. I'm still very unsure, but I'm like trying to be a part of the group in an awkward way.
Sure.
As we're leaving, I try and like go to the bar and put another few silver pieces down. Another round. That's what you do here, isn't it?
I don't think that's a good idea, Magpie.
Everyone else is kind of halfway out the door by this point, and you're trying to order another drink.
I scooped the money off, put it back in Magpie's hand, and was like, let's go earn some more before we spend.
Okay.
And usher them out the door.
Sure. So you exit the pub, and the sun's quite high in the sky. For reference, it's coming up to midday. This has been a fairly early morning drinking session.
Great.
When are you meant to drink?
Yeah, things are starting to get busy in the market, but you know from the jobs board it was the farms in the northwest that were in trouble. So you start to make your way out. You can either take the capital road out the city, or you can just exit straight north and try to cross some farmlands. Which do you prefer?
I feel like I wouldn't be leading the way.
Yeah, none of you have
I know this area.
Xander, you probably know it the best out of everyone, though you haven't been specifically in the city before.
I would assume the road would be the least dangerous, but how long would that increase the walking time?
If we're going to a farm anyway, why not just go across the farmland? We might kill some bears on the way.
I suppose. I mean, that's what roads are for, right? Getting to places on. Because they're easier to walk across, alright?
We haven't really talked about my origins and stuff, have we, Dave? Think about it.
No.
I was going to say, I would expect Father Bucket would know at least very close to the city very well, because
you've been here for a bit.
He was brought over from the Republic of the Fourth, but spent basically his entire life in Westerhaven, in the care of the temple.
Okay.
Because nobody else would take it.
I mean, I don't want to get into it, but yeah.
Sorry.
So I would have spent a lot of time a little bit east from here, west.
Yeah.
Compasses, how do they work?
Sure. So I'd say, Father Bucket, you know that Lamlet Rise is the kind of hilly region to the northwest, and whilst there's no main roads that go there, there's various tracks and things that weave in and out of the various farmsteads, and eventually get you somewhat near where you want to go.
By this time, we probably would have explained to Father Bucket exactly what we're doing.
Sure, yeah.
I recommend we
Lambert
follow
Rise.
the road and then turn east when we hit the road to Clearford.
Sounds good to me.
Right, but
be that
not been
hard.
here before, so follow the way. Let's go.
Well, actually, a bit less than that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. So yeah,
This is lovely.
You head on out. It's quite easy going along the road. It's the capital road's probably one of the better kept pieces of infrastructure in the continent. You pass by quite a lot of carts and things, people making their journeys across down into the city and out of it back towards the capital. It takes you a few hours to get to the turning to Clearford, and then you can see a couple of different rough tracks that head eastward. Some of them with like little wooden signs, nothing official like the ones you'd seen pointing to the city or the capital, but these are clearly ones that farmers have stuck up so that people know how to find their farms if they're looking for them. So you want to take one of these roads to the east?
Yes.
Which farm are we going to?
You weren't given a particular name of a farm. You were just told
around Lamlet Rise, right?
Yeah, the bears
the
were
farmers in
terrorizing the farms.
I've been told the bears are terrorizing the farms around Lamlet Rise.
Ah.
At least
Well,
that's what I
that's
read
this
on
way.
the thing. So let's get over that way.
Any farm in particular, or Lucky Dip?
No idea.
Lucky Dip
Search
it
the
is.
area. How many farms are over there?
It's plagued by bears.
Let's head to the northmost one and work our way down.
Can anyone
So
cast
Gwendoline?
Find Bear? No? Oh, okay, that's not.
I haven't prepared that.
I mean, we can check to see if, like, does anyone know tracking? What do bear
We can have
tracks
a
look
look at
like?
some tracks. We can have a look at some tracks, sure.
Big?
Sure, if you want to make your way along one of the rough tracks, and if someone would like to make a survival check to look for any
Sure.
signs of
I'll give it
bears.
a go. I'll give it a go. Sure. Alright, let's have a look, see if we can see any their presence here. That is a 3 plus 6. So that's 3 plus 3, so no. That's 6 total.
You watch as Douglas, with a kind of creak and a clank, basically bends into a right angle, starts looking at the ground as he's walking along, just staring at various little bits of rocks and twigs that have fallen.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh,
You
How
sure
would
you
one
know
make-
what you're doing?
What does a bear look like again? No, I've seen one of those before.
I've seen them in books and from a distance.
Are they fluffy?
I have plus
Yes.
survival. Should I also throw a survival check?
You
and
can
see
have a
if-
look as well if you want, Stone.
as living. I'll say to the others, like I've spent some time on my own living as a hermit. Perhaps I might be able to offer some assistance on usually avoiding bears, but maybe this will help us find one.
Sure.
It comes out to 20, so
What
it's
is with
fine.
the natural 20s
It's a
today?
great bear.
We're gonna get none for the rest of the
Oh
whole
yeah,
thing.
you're gonna.
I
I'm
set
enjoying
aside
it.
a
I'm
unique
enjoying
bear.
The first natural 20 of the campaign is a drinking.
Yeah, I'm glad we used it up on that. That's great.
Yeah. Important stuff.
So
Yeah, you
if
carry.
you want to add my 3 to that as well, I
Sure.
guess, then
Yeah, you carry along the rough path for about another hour. Stone's kind of very intently looking around, and you then catch a strange scent on the air that definitely stands out from the various different farmland smells that you can smell right now, and you've been used to a lot of your life. So as you make your way slightly away from the track, you quickly come across the half-rotted, mostly eaten corpse of a goat. It's kind of lying in the brush, and you can see spread around the area a lot of the bushes and kind of twigs and stones have been misplaced and broken and spread around the place. Something or somethings large were definitely here with this rotting goat carcass.
I'm just gonna stab and go. A minute.
Is it obviously a goat?
With the head still mostly intact.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. He's a messy eater, isn't he? Dear Lord.
I think that's a goat. I know that's not a bear.
Stone, with your survival check, you can tell this has been here for maybe 3 or 4 days.
this has been here for maybe 3 or 4 days. I relay this.
You can tell that? You can tell that? Bloody hell.
Can,
What have I been missing? Being under the mountain all this time? Dear Lord. Brilliant, that is.
and then I crouch down and I look to camera and I say to the others, I think we better goat, and I put on some sunglasses.
Sam has a double
are those you just
disadvantage
put on your
for the rest of
face?
the campaign.
That's fair.
Oh dear.
Oh.
But looking around, you can see there is a slight path worn into the scrubland, and you can see various broken bits of twigs and things that definitely lead in a north direction.
Seems we should go north if we wish to find something to kill.
All right, sounds good to me, but
Sounds. Yep.
Yeah, the rest of you surprised with the abilities of this wise old Goliath that you've found.
Not that old.
You can see
I'm not dead yet. Carry on.
you follow them along and carry on further in the hills. The ground starts to rise. It turns from what was mostly kind of ardent, grassy, rich earth and farmland. You can see various cornfields and grazing cattle in the distance, but it's now becoming a bit more rocky, more sandy as it leads further and further up. You catch a few more signs of the area being disturbed by something large, but no more half discarded dinners on your way. You carry on a bit further, and then in the distance you are able to see slightly more rocky outcroppings as the landscape becomes. The hills of Lamlet rise, and in the distance there's definitely some kind of movement. You're not sure. You'd have to get closer to tell what it is, but it would seem that whatever you've been tracking definitely came this way, or possibly is still this way. Probably about maybe 500 meters in front of you at the moment.
I'll kind of gather everyone round. As I'm assuming I've been the one that would be kind of leading this then.
Sure, yeah.
I'm certainly following you.
Everyone else has just been wandering, looking around. Douglas saw a bird and started following that for a little bit. You had to kind of drag him
seen
back.
a lot of those. Yeah. What are
Which
you?
way is the wind blowing?
Don't think that's a bear.
The wind.
Can I hear anything?
Ooh, hang on.
It's like a giant shell. Just like lean back as I can hear the sea.
How about let's see which way the wind's blowing.
Ooh.
I'm gonna roll a d12. The wind is blowing north-northwest. So from behind you towards slightly towards the subject
that
of your
seems
quarry.
problematic for us.
Yeah, you get the feeling if you got any closer, they may be able to smell you.
I was going to say perhaps something that I might have been trying to take into account in guiding us in that way, being like, well, again, being a hermit, living like knowing how to handle this sort of thing, being like, well, I'm just gonna. The wind's blowing that way. We don't particularly want bears to know that we're coming, so perhaps like changing our direction of approach so that the wind's not directly like notifying the bears that we're coming up.
Sure, you can go kind of into a wide flanking circle if you'd like.
Yeah.
To try and make sure you're unseen on your approach. Everybody, go ahead.
Yeah.
And roll a stealth check for me.
That's a terrifying laugh.
Right.
I got 19.
Ooh.
I also got 19.
Okay.
I got a 4.
Oh boy.
Wow. Okay.
19
I'm glistening somewhat.
plus.
I rolled a 19.
I
rolled a 4.
I've got.
Mama.
Oof, okay. I rolled a 19. I've got a -2, so 17. But
17.
I rolled 14, but my stealth is +4
hang
because
on.
I took...
Everyone starts like walking very sneakily forwards.
Aren't
going,
you? Don't
clank,
you also have
sorry,
disadvantage,
clank, sorry.
Sam?
I have
Oh,
disadvantage.
disadvantage. Oh, yeah.
I'm not in my infiltrator model. I'm in guardian model right now, so
Right.
I also need to roll disadvantage.
Can I
Okay, so that's
just,
15.
leave the group?
I've got 21, so I'm sneaking.
I got a
You say
19.
21. Nice.
Yeah.
So 19,
I'm
19 for 21. What else?
11.
I think Bloom has rolled 19 as well.
Yeah, I rolled 14 and plus 4, so it's... Oh no, that's 18, sorry. I can't count. 18.
15 for me.
15. I think that was everyone. That can't be right.
Did
Hang
you
on, let's
take
go
my
again.
19 and...
So, okay, let's go. Xander, what did you get? This is the easiest.
I rolled
order.
a 19.
19. Yuna.
18.
18. Stone.
15.
15. Douglas.
11.
11. Magpie.
21.
21. And Father Bucket.
4.
4. There we go.
Clank.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad.
This is group average stealth check.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
as you make your way slowly round to the... Do we going east or west?
West.
The creatures are kind of directly north of you right now.
So which way did you say the wind was blowing?
North-northwest.
Right.
West would make more sense then, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Sure. You circle round to the west. There's a few trees and things that you try and skitter between to maximise not being seen. And as you edge your way closer, you can eventually see. Let's see if this works. It might take a second to load for you.
Is it a
but
burr?
Let's give this a go.
Numbers?
Let the program catch up. Hopefully it doesn't screw up. There we go.
It's burrs.
They look like polar bears to me, but is that because their skin hasn't loaded yet?
Yeah, that's
Brown
probably
bears for me.
Oh,
probably the
possibly,
skin.
yeah.
So
They're white.
I'd say you're approaching from over here. How did we say we how did we ping again? Make the arrows. I don't remember.
Ooh, you pressed a button.
Yeah.
It was when I was trying to do something else and I pushed. Oh, you have to have your measuring tool out and then push a button. Where's
The
your
line
measuring
tool.
tool?
Yeah, if you have the line tool and click.
Oh sure.
Yeah.
You just click. Okay.
There you
So
go. Alright.
yeah, you're
Get
kind
your
of
tool out and then press shift and click.
you've circled round to the
Oh, I'll
west
just-
and you're coming in from this side. So if you'd like to grab your pieces, which are in front of you. You little
Which side, sorry?
little people, you're over here. I was trying to ping it. It's not very obvious. Basically, next to the emerald and the emerald dice tower. You're kind of approaching from this
Oh, yeah.
southwestern corner.
Over there.
Yes.
Near librarian. That. Or
No,
no?
opposite side.
No, other corner.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you can arrange yourself in whatever order you would like to have been travelling.
I'm still on the wonk.
I feel like
Oh, I'm in a tree.
I'd be fairly near the front, but near Douglas as well.
Yeah, I feel like I'd be following Stone quite near the front.
Sure, so we can have stone and then the dwarves.
Yeah, I guess I'd be up front.
Magpie, why does your colour tint keep changing?
I don't know.
Who is
Be white.
the cube?
Why don't I
You
keep...
found a cube.
I
It might just be not loaded.
Oh, Magpie's up. And
They're
just
companion cube.
Hmm.
That was a cube.
Apparently I have 99% loaded, so I don't know what I'm waiting on, but
Okay.
I
As long
can
as you
see
can
brown
mostly
bears
see
now.
stuff.
So,
So,
yeah, I can even see the floor. this
I'm
time.
going to be next to them.
Hello, bud.
These guys have.
This tree appears to be floating, so maybe it's that.
Where am I in the sky?
Oh.
Next to Magpie.
So, yeah, some of the hitboxes of the trees might get in the way of moving, but we'll mostly get around
That's
it
fine.
if you like. So yes, we've got stone at the front, dwarves behind. Where would the rest of you like to be?
I mean, I'm trying to sort
You're
of be
floating.
behind Stone, but near Xander, but I'm in midair
Okay,
a little bit.
For some reason, Stone's hitbox is massive.
Can I be on this rock? Like crouch?
These models will
yeah.
change in the coming days. We'll make sure they don't have crazy big hitboxes, so you can't sit next to each other.
How it sounds one like knocking people over
I
3
don't know.
squares behind.
What I can do is if we
Yeah, Yulne's a little bit wonky, or at least for the current
if I take
token.
away your auto raise, that should help. Because then
I think my nose is a bit big
Hang
as
on.
well. That's probably got a weird hitbox.
oh no,
Well,
yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna be like behind this rock here.
Maybe it's Yorna's hitbox that's being.
Yeah,
weird.
I'm gonna
think
be.
it might
I'm just
be
gonna
my
be.
trunk.
I'm gonna be over by this rock with my bow. I think.
Okay,
Let's do that.
Yay, sneaky buddies.
We've both rolled high stealth, so we can.
there you go.
Snicky,
You
snicky.
can be there.
I've seen. So I've seen
Thank
my
you.
Kai do some magic, and I'm like, yes.
Yeah. So you've managed to creep this close to the bears, and they, as of yet, have not noticed you. So if you'd like to go ahead and roll initiative.
Ooh, I
gonna-
need to remember a
Initiative.
thing that I can do with that.
I'm gonna play some battle music. Hopefully it's
I'm ready
the
for
good
it.
kind.
Oh yeah!
Oh,
look at
wait.
that.
I was going to say I can give.
Wait.
I
Oh,
can
you
give an
give
advantage on initiative with my whatever I called it, vigilant
Yeah.
blessing.
Quick, give it to
Give
someone who
Vision
hasn't
Hunter.
already rolled.
Well, I was going to say I
haven't
could.
rolled
I could, yeah. Who? Well, is there someone that would be particularly good at going first? Because otherwise, I can give it to myself because I just rolled a 12, and I could always happily take another one.
yet. My initiative is 0. I can use
Mine is -2.
rakish audacity to give myself a +1.
Okay.
But yeah, you've
Um,
got -2, so that's use it
Yeah,
on yourself.
I'll. Is someone like within touching distance? So I just be like, hey,
Yeah,
Is an
Jonas,
anchor on the
Jonas right behind you.
longest D20 or 20?
yeah. But no, if Yorna's likely to be
Because I got
fine,
20.
then I'll bestow it upon myself.
Sure.
Because I just rolled a 12, and that comes out as 10.
Yeah, you
That is worse.
Yeah.
So,
you've got to, as long as in the future you declare who you're giving it to before
Yes.
they roll initiative, because it's
Yeah.
not a re-roll; it's advantage.
well, yeah.
Cool. So if you'd like to look over here, behind the DM screen, or rather in front of the DM screen, next to this big skull, you'll find a little token with your name on it. If you click where your name is, and then put a space, and then type the number after your name, then I've put a capital R. There you go. And then we can put it all in order.
Dave,
I'll add one.
do you know my name begins with a Z?
I mean, sure, that's fine, but it's cooler with an X.
No, Z.
No, Stone,
Sorry.
you're not cool. You can't.
Thanks.
No, I didn't do
Okay.
that. Someone else did that. Someone else did
Oh, could I have just edited it myself? I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Should've
Yeah.
done it. I was just like moaning about it.
Bears.
Dave, if you like, I do not wish to concern myself with small matters such as typing. Someone else did.
But what's it for? It's done.
Right, so let's put these in order. Yornu with a 20. I think over here.
I rolled my longest D20 and I got an anchor. So
Nice.
I want to move my thing.
Stone, what's your
Okay.
dex mod? Is it minus?
Dex, -2.
Okay, so the bears go before you. Xander, what was yours?
It was 16.
16.
Gotta type it in.
Oh, so confused. So sorry.
That's fine. It saves me having to ask everyone and try and
Yeah, no,
keep
sure,
track
yeah.
of everything. Cool,
I was
there
trying
we
to point
go.
at the number on the side.
Douglas.
With my
Magpie.
+1 modifier, I got a 2.
Good job.
Amazing.
nice.
This is battle music.
It's very peaceful battle music.
The track was literally called Peaceful. Let me
Hey.
Oh.
it might have put
Jesus.
might not have put
Cave bear.
added it into the there we go.
Oh no, this means I have to do things for
Right, so top of the round, Yulna. You haven't been seen.
Yes.
You're sneaking through the tall grass and trees. What would you like to do?
Probably not much. Because I think they're gonna see an elephant coming, and I can't move very
The elephant in the room.
my ruler out. I didn't want to get a ruler out.
Would I be right in assuming we've been detected by this point?
You don't think you have. You've managed to skirt all the way around out of the wind direction, so you don't think they would have smelled you, and they haven't moved much from what they've been doing on your approach.
Fair enough.
I mean, I could get that close, but I don't think that's close enough to do anything useful.
How do you change the ruler to feet rather than?
If you use the buttons on your base, it's slightly easier.
Yeah, the green circle gives you
click the green button.
a line. But you have to click it again to make it go away, or you just make lines forever.
Whoops. No.
I guess I'll get a bit closer.
Sure.
But I don't really have range stuff, and I could chuck a dagger, but then that will alert them to our existence. So, yeah, I'm gonna move behind this rock over there.
Sure.
If I can put my white line away and work out which one's my hand.
I'll just away for you.
Oh.
No, no.
Knocked over Douglas.
Sorry. Did my trunk knock people over? I'm sorry.
These need some kind of no clip so that they can.
Yeah,
just,
well, once we've got the proper models, I'll make sure they don't.
Oh, sure.
I mean, sure.
Sure. So that's what 5, 10, 20. Is that you using a bonus
I measured
to
30
dash?
to the square next to the.
Oh, okay.
I have movement 30, don't I?
Yeah, sure.
I intended to move 30 feet.
Yeah, that's probably
What's
about
that?
right then. Sure.
I measured it with my measure stick. And then
my
knocked
grid
one
might
over
be the
and
wrong
scale,
size.
so I
Hang on.
blocked it. I used
Better.
the
There we go.
green
Yeah.
part.
Grid's now the right size. So yeah, so bonus and action if you'd like to do anything, or if you'd like to hold an action.
How does that work? I don't think I've ever done that before.
So basically, you say I am holding an attack action, and you say I will attack if a certain thing happens, like a bear gets into range.
Okay.
And then whilst
I will hold an attack action,
Sure.
and if a bear gets into range, I will do some stabbing of it.
So yeah, you hold your action on your turn, and then you can use your reaction out of turn to trigger your.
Oh, kind of like an
Yeah.
Overwatch. Almost.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
It means if you're like really first in the initiative order, but you're more useful, you think you'd be more useful reactionary last, you can not waste your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as a
Okay.
rogue, you could hold your attack for when you'll get sneak attack. If someone's next to the
Sure.
bear. However, if
I will.
no one
Yes.
gets next to your bear, then before your next turn you can either choose to trigger it, or you'll just end up losing that action.
Okay.
You're still at 50% loading, Blooms. I don't know what you're missing and why you keep.
It was at 99% loading, and it's now says 50% loading 1 of 2, so I don't know what I'm loading.
Oh, okay. You're only missing one thing. That's fine.
Midair. So it might be
Oh,
this
everyone's
tree.
loading something.
Oh, now I'm 2 of 3, 67%.
Oh, someone pulled something out. That's fine. Cool. So
I don't know.
you're holding an attack for if a bear gets within melee range of you, or you're holding a ranged attack.
I'm gonna hold. Yeah, I'll either my rapier or my short sword melee,
Okay.
because my throwing is a bit rubbish.
Great. Okay, that's your go. Next up is Xander.
I am going to carry on moving the way Yulna has along this tree line
Sure.
whilst sneaking. So.
Oh yeah, sorry,
25 foot
Yona,
move.
I should have made you do a new stealth roll for moving.
Ooh, another 20!
Nice.
Nice. Sure, you're fine. So Xander, give me a stealth roll.
Should end up around where this tree is, a little bit further, I think.
Green dice roll well for me. This one's green.
25 from
Something
back
like
there. Sure. Can you give me a stealth check, Xander?
17.
Okay. You don't appear to have noticed the small thing sneaking through the grass.
I don't think I'm going to do anything else for now.
Nope. Okay.
Not until something kicks off.
Do you want to hold an attack just in case you get attacked?
I would like to hold my invisibility if somebody gets detected.
So yeah, you can do that. However, if you
Is that how
basically
it works?
you can't you'd be casting invisibility this turn but not quite releasing it, and therefore if you don't release it by your next turn, you'll still just lose that spell slot. You can hold a spell, however, you'd lose it if you don't. You still lose the spell slot if you don't use it.
Kind of pre-casting it, so it's still
Right.
counted.
Okay. I won't do it. I won't hold that.
You could hold like an Eldritch Blast if you wanted.
Yeah, I guess I'll do. If something kicks off, I will Eldritch Blast a bear.
Okay,
If the bears turn hostile, if initiative happens, etc.
great.
Or like combat. That's the better word to use.
Yeah, it is now the bear's turn. They haven't seen you with their passive perception. They're gonna have a quick sniff around, see if they can detect you. Or that is a 19
Pirate bear.
plus 3. That's a 22. One of them just kind of looks up from whatever it's doing, sniffs the air, turns to look at you, and growls fiercely. It's going to go into a full run. Of
When you say
40.
you, who?
Hang on. Get back to the right thing. Whoever was closest. So that is Yulna. It's going to
You
come.
make a luck roll.
It's going to come barreling
Well,
right up to your face. It can get.
Oh no.
It's going to stand half on this rock and not fall over.
yeah,
That is imminent.
Stay there, bear.
it's doing as well as I
Nothing
am.
more hilarious
Stay.
than watching a bear topple.
Uh,
An elephant and a bear fighting in the
Yeah.
sky.
however,
I've seen that anime.
However, it used its action to detect you and sniff you.
Okay.
And the other one has noticed the other bear run off.
So
Okay.
it's
now just
now
looking
in my
around.
melee range. So
It
does
is.
the thing now happen?
So
Okay.
yeah, you can use your reaction to attack the bear.
I would like to use my rapier against the bear.
Stabby, stabby.
Yes. So.
Chad's
I
very
always
excited that
forget how
Andy's a
to
warlock
attack.
because we mentioned Eldritch Blast.
You've just muted
The
yourself.
sec-
The secret's out now, chat. That my class may or may not be a warlock.
It's not, he's a bard.
Oh, it is okay. I've
Bard.
forgotten to add my attack bonus onto reroll, so I was very confused for a second.
Right. Yes, it's
Sorry.
your,
So I'm rolling a dice.
it's your
I'll roll
strength
this
plus your
Kawaii
efficiency.
Kraken. Oh, Kawaii Kraken jumped out the dice tray and is number 2. That's not good. So 2 plus 5. I rolled a 7. Good.
7 does not hit. You're slightly disturbed by the bear suddenly looking up and sprinting full on at you, and you try to
Fumble a bit.
stab it as it comes near, but the panic sets in and you're not quite able to pierce its tough, furry hide. Xander, you can Eldritch Blast it if you want. While
I
we're waiting
certainly
for
am
things
going to
to
Eldritch Blast that
kick
bear.
off.
I hold out my. I guess I hold out my sword. I'm basically like Palpatine the sword. Yeah,
the rest of you watch as Xander, who you hadn't noticed carrying a weapon in the time you've been travelling. You noticed he had one in the pub, but you haven't seen him with it recently. Suddenly has a sword in his hand, and this weird magical energy is coalescing round the handle.
It's not a typical sword you might see. There's like green leafy tendrils that are wrapping around my arm, and the pommel jewel looks kind of like an angry eye, but you can't really tell because of all the magical energy if it's like blinking and moving or not from where you're standing. Probably, I would guess. But anyway, I rolled a 15. What's my spell DC? Is it 6?
A lot.
Where is that?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's
probably hits.
Attack bonuses.
Spell attack bonus. Yeah. I rolled 15 plus 6. So
21. Yeah, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll some Eldritch Blast damage.
Eldritch Blast.
You see
I
this,
can't remember
this weird magical force energy seem to apparate in front of Xander's sword, and it's an oddly pointy projectile with a kind of weird tuft at the back as it flies out, and the brief glimpse you get of it before it slams into the bear.
Okay. I rolled a 1, but I do get to add my charisma bonus because of my Eldritch Invocation.
Great.
So a 5.
5 points of, is that force damage? Eldritch Blast?
Yes.
Nice. So it's now.
I hear cat.
I heard cat too. Stone, it is your turn.
Right. Okay. I am going to give myself Shield of Faith.
Sure.
Bonus action. Last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the plus 2 AC because I'm probably going to get.
Trees are in the way. I can't see. Where is it? Shield of Faith. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
So as you can see, it now says Shield of Faith round.
Yay.
Stone for 10 minutes.
And I'm going to move up 30 feet.
Yep.
Where's that thinking? Like.
Yeah, you can't quite get into melee with the bear. Get the other side of this rock.
Yeah. Like, so like here?
Yeah.
About there? Seems good. No, I was to deactivate. There we go. Yeah, I guess I'll let's go up there. So, yeah, Shield of Faith is a bonus action, so I can cast another spell if I wanted. Which would be nice.
Sure.
Do I drop a moonbeam? Do we just open up with the moonbeam? Yeah.
Everyone loves a moonbeam.
Yeah, let's just drop a moonbeam on the closest bear.
On the bear, sure. I was going to make you
it's not a werebear.
I was going to make you a shiny a shiny moonbeam that worked, but I didn't. So let's get you just.
So yeah, I don't think I stated it in the introduction, so I don't know if, in case chat's wondering, I'm a Twilight cleric, so that's why I have access to like moonbeam and some other stuff.
I'm now imagining you as some kind of Goliath, but Sailor Moon. just let that image sit in your minds, chat.
It won't sit in anyone's mind, Andy, because someone's going to draw it, you know. Now you've said it.
The fan art community doesn't need this crossover already.
I'm so sorry, but I have to say it.
No.
Oh no, I missed it. I was trying to lock it.
Is there not a key press to lock?
There is, but you got to be looking at it, and I was trying to drop it at the same time. Yeah, and now I picked up a piece of grass. Put that over there.
They hate
Let's
it.
delete it. Okay. We'll just lock it there. That's fine. So moonbeam. Stone grabs the holy symbol that's hanging from a ribbon at the end of their warhammer and looks up to the sky as the clouds part, and instead of a ray of sunlight, a strange silvery beam of moon energy comes flying down.
It's like it's dark. It darkens around it, and then it's just like a silver beam, just blah.
Sure, it's like a beam of light with cell shaded outline of darkness as it comes.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. That sounds
flying down.
Hang on. No. Wait. We're not doing anime. after that comment.
So go ahead and roll damage for your moonbeam.
Yeah.
It does it at the beginning of its turn, doesn't it?
There's been a bit of discussion about that because the specific wording is when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, is engulfed in ghostly flames.
Yeah.
So, I don't know whether that actually means that. Whether it's like it is technically entering the area because the area appears over it, and so therefore.
The wording seems to say you don't get it on the first round. Yeah. You can't double damage it in a round. That would be cheaty.
May I go to my kitchen for 2 minutes?
Yes, you may. Yeah.
So do you want me to roll the damage now?
No, we'll save it for the bear. Just remember it's
okay. Yeah. Oh wait, it needs to make a con save throw anyway.
Sure. Douglas.
Yes, but
what would you like to do?
Right, I am going to dash 50 feet.
Okay.
Firstly, I'm going to exclaim, "That's what a bear is! Bloody hell, I didn't know they were that big." Right, dear God. Well, let's get to it. And I'm going to charge 50 feet in this direction.
Okay.
Away from the bear.
Towards the other bear.
Oh, the other bear.
Knocking a stone over as you barrel past.
Yeah.
The stone just gets his legs taken straight out from underneath him.
I'm going to use my bonus action to activate my defensive field, which gives me temporary hit points equal to my level in this class, which is 3.
Nice.
And then once I do that, I'm going to end my turn.
Great. That's what we like. Good, concise turn. Magpie.
I'm gonna move forward about 30 feet or so. Does that take me up sort of around where stone is?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. One back
up
there. Yeah.
And then I am going to let's see. Can I take a shot at the bear that's attacking Yulna?
Yes, with your hand crossbow.
Or a stone in the way. Yep. I'll take a shot.
Standing on top of a rock, so even though stone is tall, you can fire just over their head and hit the cave bear.
That is a 22.
22 hits.
Yeah.
Damage.
Okay. Oh. 3.
3.
3 points of damage. Wow.
Nice.
And
still have a bonus action if you'd like.
I do. I'm gonna. Can I dash up and get in the other bear's grill?
You can get slightly
The
closer.
orange lad. How close? I assume like around where Douglas is.
Yeah, you can go stand either side of Douglas.
Oh, or fall into a tree. That's good too.
Yep.
Just what?
You feel the effects of the beer that you drank and just.
Oh yeah.
Pop a lead on the tree as you go past it.
Ooh, that's a spirit last night.
Just for a second, it's just like, oh, I ran a little too quickly there.
Yeah.
Douglas reaches out and pats you on the shoulder as you come sprinting up. Nice. That brings us to Father Bucket.
Yeah. Right. Let a bucket show you how it's done. I'm going to run at the red bear.
You run at the bear.
With the
I'm going to go give it some what's for. I'm guessing I can get to that distance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
30 feet,
25.
you can get around the side of it.
I've only got 25.
25.
It's there.
Yeah, you can still get up next to Yulna, in front of the bear.
So like there.
Yeah.
There you go. I fell from the sky.
Sure.
Great, and I gotta remember how my spells and stuff work, because I feel like, I've just met a bunch of new people. I guess we had some chats and stuff on the way about like them kind of getting to know each other, but I feel like I still want to make an impression.
Oh no.
Sure, yeah.
So I'm going to prepare my Thunderous Smite, which is a bonus action.
Go for it. Father Bucket mutters a quick prayer to the bucket, and a strange vibrating energy surrounds his warhammer.
Yes, right. And then I'm going to give it some to this here bear.
Give it to him.
Give it to him. Here I go. I'm giving it to him.
Swinging it Thor style.
It's a natural one.
Hey! First nat 20 or first nat 1 of the game, both JD.
All of you see Father
Belief
Bucket,
in the bucket, still 0.
Father Bucket whisper to his hammer. It becomes charged with this strange magical energy. He swings it round and round with centrifugal force, and then you see as he goes to release a swing, and the momentum of the hammer just carries straight over backwards, and the warhammer slams into the earth behind him, almost knocking him backwards, pulling him with the force.
And you hear him say to the hammer, "Why are you doing this to me? You're embarrassing me."
There is now a large dent in the earth where the hammer smacked into it.
Oh, that's amazing.
Now, does that trigger my Thunderous Smite or no?
It's not a successful attack. You don't lose your Thunderous Smite. You can keep that.
I wasn't sure on a nat 1 whether it was.
Thunderous Smite on the ground.
I'm not going to be that mean. I don't think I've got Thunderous Smite on here as a thing.
Are you looking for like a status that says embarrassed?
You take 1d4 embarrassment damage.
Oh, okay.
Well, that is the end of your turn, which takes us back to the top of the round. Yuna.
Yes, I am still in the bear's face. So I am thinking to take a steady aim, because I can do that if I don't move, and get advantage on my next attack roll.
Sure.
So I'm thinking I will try that with my rapier.
Yeah, you kind of hold your rapier up, kind of trying to pick the perfect spot to lean in and strike the bear. Watch its movements carefully.
I rolled a 2 on a 14, so I'll go with the 14. 14 plus 5 is 19, so a 19.
That hits. Go and roll damage.
My rapier is 1d8 stabby. So
Stabs.
I will... 1. 1 stabby stab.
Plus your strength.
Oh yes.
Because you're strong, not dexterous.
Strength is plus 3.
4 points of pokey damage.
Yay! I did a stab.
So you watch the bear and its movements and try to pick the perfect spot where you might be able to pierce through its hide and deal maximum damage. And you kind of lean in, and it pokes the bear in the shoulder, and just kind of your rapier bends as you don't quite put enough force behind it to pierce its tough leathery hide. But you still do a bit of damage, a little bit of blood seeping out the shoulder.
Probably not happy.
Would you like to move or bonus action?
I do not believe I can move due to using the thing I just used.
Oh,
the
steady aim.
Thing, steady aim.
You have to not move on
And
your
I was
turn.
looking at the bonus actions. I don't think. I mean, I guess I could stealth, but there doesn't seem to be much point given I'm on its nose.
Yeah, you'd have a trouble hiding from it. You could take the dodge bonus action if you'd like.
Yes.
Should give it disadvantage on attacking you.
As long as your speed is not 0, but I'm currently 0 because I took steady aim.
Oh, sure. Okay, so you can't steady aim and dodge in the same round.
No, apparently
enough.
not. So, yes, that is the end of my go.
Okay. Which is Xander's turn.
I am just going to. This bear's on a. Is it on rock?
Yeah. slightly raised up.
I
from
think
everyone
it's
else.
about 20 feet in front of me, right?
10,
Or is
15,
it more like
20.
25 because there's a rock?
5, 10, 15. I'd say it's 20. You can do 20.
I am little, but can I want to run at it and
Yeah.
like try and get in melee range. Maybe I can Legolas this bear. I don't.
You'll be jumpy, won't
Sure.
you? You'll
Like-
have
I've got a high dex.
Alley off Yulna. You just like whip.
Yes, I can
You
would-
give
the
you a little
elephant
boost
front.
up.
You want to
with
try and
my-
jump on the back of the bear?
Oh yeah, I think so. Let's do
Sure.
it.
Okay.
Skyrim move.
Give me a dex check. Acrobatics.
Okay.
Acrobatics or
Right,
athletics,
that's-
whichever you want.
Acrobatics. So I've rolled a 9, but I have no +4 from dex. I'm not proficient. So
Like, can
13.
we allow Yulna to assist on?
Can I give you a
Well,
little?
no, Yulna doesn't have any actions left of their turn. So
yeah.
to give assistance to someone,
acro-
you need to spend your action on your turn.
Acrobatics. Yeah, 13 I roll.
13, I'd say you get up to the bear, you try to climb up the back of Yuna and jump on the bear. You can use your action to clamber up and manage to hold on to the back of the bear. Or if you just want to use your movement, then you don't quite make it onto the back of the bear.
I will. I'm more interested in stabbing at it. So if I don't get quite up there, I would like to get in melee range. and stab.
Sure. No, you kind of jump, like put your leg on the side of Yuna, who barely feels it with your tiny weight, and kind of leap for the bear. You don't quite manage to grab onto the back of it, but you take a slash at it as you're going past.
Okay. Would you call this a one-handed attack in that case?
No, I'd say you could do
Because of all
two-handed.
the other stuff I'm doing.
You
Okay,
weren't
right.
using your hands to jump up. It was just a kind
Sure.
of parkour foot leap.
So I'm trying to be the angriest small person you've ever seen. My sword is snarling. I'm snarling. And I'm gonna swing. And I rolled 11, 17.
That hits. Your kind of strange orange sword with the green tendrils comes down and slashes a deep groove into the fur of the large bear.
Nice. And then damage rolled an 8.
To 8.
Yes.
Nice. 8 points of damage.
Watcha.
Anything else?
I will not do anything else.
Okay. That brings us to the bear's turn. This red one was interested in Yulna, the strange large creature it's never seen before.
Make it can't
Elephants
save.
are not native to this land, and therefore it's gonna keep slashing away. This orange one,
Make it can't save.
this orange one's just gonna run at the shiniest thing on the battlefield and take a slash at the tin can.
Oh no.
So the red bear,
Which shiny one? There's two shinies. There's a
Aye.
bucket shiny and a Douglas shiny.
Douglas is
Tiny
shinier
shinies.
than the bucket.
The
So it's
bucket
gonna
will be
red one takes an
glowing a
attack
bit
with
as
its
well,
claws and with its bite.
Red one needs to make a con save.
Oh yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
They were both 14 anyway.
He's
That's
been
easy to remember.
Quietly singing it.
Oh yeah, the bear needs to be zapped by the druid
Yes,
laser.
it's gonna make
Oh.
con
Sorry,
save.
cleric?
No,
Zapped
no,
by the
Plus
druid
3.
laser.
it's apparently a druid spell, but it's being cast by a Twilight cleric.
It is.
Shall now witness the power of my fully armed and operational moonbeam station.
That is an 18. To save from the moonbeam.
Ooh.
Well, okay, so it just takes half damage then.
Sure.
One,
that.
well, 2d. So I guess 2d10 half. Oh no, just 1d10. No, 2d10.
Roll the
takes
full
half the
damage
much.
and divide it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's a d10. I think.
I hear the dice tower rolling.
Ah.
Oh.
Is that plus anything, or is that just
No, that's just it.
Wah.
Just takes 2 damage.
okay?
It is lightly tickled by. It turns out moonlight. Not very good.
Yeah. The bear has seen moonlight before. It is unimpressed.
Not perturbed
Bear
at all.
puts on sunglasses.
Okay, so the bear takes 2 attacks, one trying to bite Yulna and one trying to claw. They are both a 21.
My AC is 15. So
Okay, so that
that's the bad.
hits. That's a D8 and 2D6. Oh, okay. This is going to be fun for you.
Oh, good.
You take... take 7 points of piercing damage and 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay, I'm down to 10 health.
The
Point
bear
moves.
comes barreling up, kind of bites into your forearm, and then the claws come up from underneath and leave kind of 3 large gashes across your chest where its sharp claws have dug into you. It kind of snarls right in your face, and you start to feel a little bit worried. The other bear is going to take an attack. Douglas, same again. The claws and the jaws come
Sure.
attacking down at you. That is a 10 and a 9.
Neither of them make it.
Kind of loud clanging noises as the bear's teeth and fingers both slam into the metal of Douglas's. Its jaws even grasp round your helmet, and it tries to bite through, but it doesn't even give us a tiny bit, and you just hear the horrible scraping of fingernails on metal. This bear is confused by the strange little tin can man. That brings us to Stone's turn.
I am gonna use my channel divinity, I guess is the thing, and cast Twilight Sanctuary.
Sure. That's
Which
30-foot radius.
yeah, 30-foot radius.
Okay, that on your head.
Which is yeah.
Last time we just managed to pop it perfectly on your head and it stayed there, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's going to do that this time.
No.
You hold it above and lock it.
Yeah, but then I got to move it every time Sam moves. And then try and attach it anyway. Fixed joint.
See, when I was measuring out earlier, that looks like that's like 15-foot radius, 30-foot diameter.
Is it 30-foot radius or 30-foot diameter?
This says 30-foot radius.
Oh.
Okay.
That is a lot
You go.
bigger.
So it's
I was thinking 30-foot diameter, but actually, yeah, reading what the spell says.
And bigger.
Sphere is centered on you and has a 30-foot radius.
okay.
So much
My
bigger.
my things are. They say
Actually-
radius, but they might be made for a. They're made for a smaller grid, I think. So I will.
Yeah.
I'll just make it bigger.
Basically, double that.
There we go. Is that right? Bit bigger?
Yeah. No, that was close to right, I think.
Sure. We'll call it there. That's fine. Basically, the
It's
entire
a bit-
battle
it's a bit
right now.
big. Yeah, it is a bit big, but
Yeah, from
Yeah,
top
yeah.
down,
Yeah.
that is about 2 squares too big.
30-foot
Okay.
radius should be quite big, right? 30
Yeah.
feet is quite
Yeah.
large.
So Stone mutters a prayer to Helm, grasping his holy symbol, and you see this strange sphere emanate from around him, and what was kind of mid-afternoon suddenly turns into dusk, and the only
it's sort
light
of comfortably dim on the eyes. It's
yes,
like it's not.
this dim sphere punctuated by the large shining moonbeam still shining down from the heavens in the middle of it.
You all feel like just a little bit below, like uncomfortably warm. Just that nice kind of evening temperature. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Balmy.
pleasant.
Sure.
Perfect midget weather in Scotland.
Yeah.
Is that an action to
And-
cast?
I don't know. It says you use your channel divinity.
Yeah, I think channel divinity is always an action.
I would presume. Yeah, so it moves with me. It lasts a minute. Whenever a creature, including you, ends its turn in the sphere, you can grant that creature one of these benefits. You grant it temporary hit points equal to 1d6 plus your cleric level, or you end one of the effects on it, causing it to be charmed or frightened. So basically, get in the circle, get your free hit points.
Yeah.
I'm just giving them away.
You feel this kind of divine protection around you as you embrace the dim twilight nature of this.
Embrace the twilight.
Odd sphere. Anything else?
Just say my channel divinity things are both bonus actions.
Does it say bonus action specifically?
It does.
Okay.
But it says it for the specific things I can do with my channel divinity, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's always
I'm
an
reading
action
it
to,
right now, and
to
it's,
use your channel divinity, and then like you might have a bonus action to, move it or do stuff with it.
It says it's an action in specifically for Twilight Sanctuary.
That's
Right.
cool.
Sure. Anything else, Stone? Or how dark is Twilight?
So I guess if that's my action, I don't particularly want to move. I'll just hang here and just dish out some free HP to everyone.
Sure.
Everybody gets HP.
You're getting healed. So whoops.
Are we? By how many?
Not till the end
at
of
the
your
end
turn.
of your turn.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But
Douglas.
your turn will end before the bears. Well, hang on. I'm going to heal myself, thanks.
Oh, okay.
Because
And
Sure.
that's 20 hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
If you,
Uh,
Sam, if you want to keep track of that and just dish them out to people as the round goes, so we don't have to
sure.
do it every time.
What's my cleric level? Is it
3. You're a 3rd level cleric. Douglas, you've got a bear trying to claw its way into the tin can that is you.
is that all you got, big boy? And I'm gonna uppercut his jaw with my thunder gauntlet.
Thunder Gauntlet. What a wonderful.
Oh my gosh.
Lonnie's out in big Fallout?
Yeah.
I'm playing Dishonored. Trelawney's playing Fallout.
I'm sort of playing Destiny.
Oh, that's a 5 plus 3. That's an 8.
You reach out with your weird, slightly vibrating hand and try to transfer the energy into the bear, but it's kind of flailing wildly. You can't quite.
Just a warm up. That was just trying to get the distance. So that was...
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Maybe that beer affected your
And then
depth.
I guess
perception.
I'll. Yeah, for sure. I guess I'll end and what's it called? I'll take my hit points from Sam.
Yeah,
I guess.
get your points.
Yep. I'll
Magpie.
get that served up there. It's 1d6 plus my cleric level. So
Yeah. Magpie, what would you like to do?
yeah, so you can have 7.
Thank you very much, but that's a lot, man. And
Is
that stacks on top of my
that for everyone? Or
defense
was that
too.
just Troll?
At the end of your turn, so
Okay,
basically,
yeah.
Sam's just going to quietly roll a dice every time and tell you how many hit points you get.
Well, first I'm just gonna knock on Douglas's head. You all right in there?
Tink,
And then I'm
tink,
just
tink.
gonna whack the bear with my short sword.
Sure.
Try to kind of like, it's still kind of eating Douglas's armor, so I'm sort of trying to stab it away. Really. Just
Yeah, it's distracted. Give it a stab.
and that, oh dear, that's a 7.
Plus
No, that's a
7
7
total. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear.
That was a 3.
You swing your short sword and it just kind of glides off, kind of trimming some of the fur, so you get a weird short patch on the side of the bear.
Wake up. Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to take a shot with my crossbows, but bonus action.
Bonus
It's like,
action,
oh!
crossbow expert. Go for it. The same bear?
That is same bear. Oh yeah, absolutely. Trying to yeah. That is a 14.
14 hits.
Yeah.
Kind of
Hey.
swing with the short sword, duck down as one of the paws flies near you, and then just pull out your hand crossbow and fire a quick little bolt into its soft underbelly.
Yeah, that's 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Nice.
And I shout, "Shoo!" and realise that that's not a particularly good catchphrase.
Great. And then
Like,
Sam,
that's not cool.
Sam's going to give you some hit points. Actually, sorry, Magpie, you should have got sneak attack on your crossbow as well.
Because of your roguiness.
Douglas.
That's another D6, isn't it?
Douglas is also
What are the
engaged.
2D6?
Is it 2d6 at level 3?
I think so. Hang on. Let me just check.
I think so.
I think it's 2.
Yes.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Get your rogue
Gonna have,
things.
Yeah, two more. Yeah, 2.
Nice.
So that's 1, 3. So that's extra 7 points.
7 points. Beastly. The crossbow bolt
You can have
completely
5.
disappears within the bear. Being shot at point blank range, just kind of the power fully transferred into its flesh. Father Bucket.
How many hit points does it sound?
5.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right, I'm gonna
Thunder Smite.
retrieve my hammer from the ground.
Yeah, it did.
I'm gonna
Pull
just
it a little
take a brief pause, just to, touch the hammer to the bucket for a second,
Yeah.
and then give it some to this here bear. You ready
To
for
the
me
bear.
to give it some?
Yes.
I'm giving it to the bear.
Oh,
Again.
show me. Bucket Knight.
Bucket Knight.
Oh, it was on 19 and it tipped over to 4. So that becomes 10.
10 again, you kind of swing your hammer and it
Oh,
slams
dear.
into the rock that the bear's standing on, not quite hitting the bear itself.
Oh,
Damn it. It's like the opposite of last time.
Yeah.
Douglas can't see any of this, so his faith in Father Bucket is still like unshaken. He's
Completely unwavering.
he's like, yeah.
Yeah. He's mostly hidden his shame behind this bear and rock
I'm a
and
bit out of practice.
twilight.
I'm a bit out of practice.
Do you want to do anything
Just
else?
hearing.
No.
Sadly sits there looking at the bear.
I
Nice.
spend a bonus action to just
Ooh, I have 9
Chill
hit
out.
points though to
Nice.
feel a little bit better about myself.
You feel sad for yourself as a free action.
myself.
Nice. That brings us back to the top of the round, and at this point, we're going to take a quick break because I need the loot.
Ooh.
And we'll come back to this exciting bear fight in a few moments.
Bear Fight 2021.
We're back in 5 minutes. You know what to do. See you soon. Bye.
Farewell.
I've been rubbing cat fur in my eyes.
So I'll just chat normally, like, hey, how's it going? What are you guys up to?
Ready? Here we go.
Hello. Alright.
What's your name?
My name is Longest JD. It's me, Longest JD. Okay. Hello. Ahoy. And all that. How's it going? What are you up to?
Looking for treasure. Why?
Looking for treasure. Great. Hello?
Do you talk? Or no?
Oh, yes.
Hey, do you talk?
Hello. Are we sharing bananas? Is that what we're doing? Welcome to Banana Club. Would you like me to sing you a song? Can we sing you a song? Can I sing you a song?
Oh, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do, don't you? There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of that ship was Ability. The winds blew hard about it down. Blow me, bully boys, blow. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. All hands to the side, harpooned and fought her when she dived down below.
I don't know, I have no idea what's going on right now.
I don't either. Just go with it.
Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum.
One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. No line was cut, no whale was freed. The captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the whaleman's creed. She took that ship in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. For 40 days or even more, the line went slack, then tight once more. All boats were lost, there were only 4, but still that whale did go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
Nice. Yeah. That was good.
Thanks very much.
Dude, I've never used this. This is awesome. I can't believe that's real.
We're just a sea shanty band that have been travelling around the Sea of Thieves singing at people for a laugh.
That's awesome.
I just watched one of your videos.
Oh, did you?
You enjoy it?
I'm watching it right now. It's like pretty cool. Oh my god, actually. Oh my god, you guys are actually a real thing.
Yeah, we're pretty totally.
Dude, I'm actually crying right now.
Thanks for being a nice human being.
Oh, you're welcome. This is my first time on Sea of Thieves, so this is pretty cool.
Oh, really? Great.
That's amazing. Oh, welcome to the game.
Yeah, I saw YouTube playing, and a YouTuber playing. I was like, I gotta see this guy. So I gotta start playing. And boom, first YouTubers.
Surprise!
I want to give you guys so much money.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Have a great rest of your day.
Yeah, you too, buddy.
You guys
Take care.
have a great
Bye.
channel.
Bye.
Have a good.
Bye. Yeah.
Lovely.
Who are you waving to?
I'm waving to that guy. The audience. Whoa! Okay, carry on.
There's the intro.
Here we go. Going on an adventure.
You're gonna take your house. Take your horse.
Take my house.
You're gonna take your house to the old town.
Take my house to Old Town Road. He's literally got nothing.
You have nothing. Okay. Yeah. Take my horse to this fence over here. Eat the raspberry, shut up. Hi, get it! Get it! This is mine now.
Run off.
Okay, well, I don't want this horse anymore.
You're like a freedom fighter. You stole his horse and released it to the wild.
Be free!
Well, I never seen the like since I've been born. A railroad navvy with the sea boots on. When Johnny come down the high-low, poor old man. Oh, wake her, oh, shake her, oh, wake that girl with the blue dress on. When Johnny come down the high-low, poor old man. I met a little gal across the sea. She's a bathing beauty and she says to me, when Johnny come down the high-low, poor old man. Oh, wake her, oh, shake her, oh, wake that girl with the blue dress on. When Johnny come down the high-low, poor old man.
Nothing.
Magical.
No, no. You're gonna have so many points when your horse.
Yeah. Hello, friend.
What if I just wanted to jump on there and have a nice chat?
You're not gonna peel it, are you? What?
Can't peel it.
Keep calling it peeling it.
It's as bad as it sounds.
Bits of the
Like a
delicious
banana.
insides.
Yeah.
You zest the carcass.
Remember, Candy, you're a train.
I'm a train. Choo choo. All aboard. All aboard. Choo choo. Well, apparently that's how I get out of the car.
Ah, he's just gone.
Ah! Wobbly moon. Whoops.
For the moon.
I hate you, moon.
Oh, who's been here since I've been gone? A pretty little gal with a Josie on. When Johnny come down the high-low, poor old man. Oh, wake her, oh, shake her, oh, wake that girl with a blue dress on. When Johnny come down the high-low, poor old man. Oh, my wife died in Tennessee. They sent her jawbone back to me. When Johnny come down the high-low, poor old man. Oh, wake her, oh, shake her, oh, wake that girl with the blue dress on. When Johnny come down the high-low, poor old man.
Howdy, fellas. You seem to have...
Hugh Jackman.
Wolverine?
They're both Hugh Jackman.
Also Hugh Jackman.
All of them bitten by a giant radioactive ack.
If I don't line myself up, I'm not going to chuck it at the man's face.
Wouldn't have been cold.
The heat.
Maybe tomorrow
Oh. Magic.
I'll leave you with that.
Cowboy music. Yeah. No, not that kind of cowboy music.
Oh.
Well, I don't know what happened there. Oh, yeah, that was wonderful.
You got a big sound system.
Hydraulics.
Yeah, hydraulics.
Hydraulics.
Yeah. Hydraulics in his knees.
Oh, hand me down my riding cane. I'm off to see my darling Jane. When Johnny come down the high-low, poor old man. Oh, wake her, oh, shake her, oh, wake that girl with the blue dress on. When Johnny come down the high-low, poor old man. I never seen the like since I've been born. A railroad navvy with the sea boots on. When Johnny come down the high-low, poor old man. Oh, wake her, oh, shake her, oh, wake that girl with the blue dress on. When Johnny come down the high-low, poor old man. Ho!
Hoi!
Smooth. The horse is just like, yeah, I'm here, shut up. And I thought he's not a supply.
Hey, Sue, excuse me, are you a supply?
You're so good at die.
In exchange, these bullets for those supplies. Those horses are ablative, it's fine.
Underarm stuff.
Yeah.
Yay.
Cowboy and boy cows.
No, a boy cow is a cow that herds boys.
That's what they say.
Come on, it's not that bad.
Oh.
Oh no, it died.
Well, this is a brand new horse.
A whole lifetime worth of smashing with it. Not a long lifetime. All of it.
Doing it.
Supplies.
Oh boy.
You did!
Oh, I've got a rock and everything. Oh, God.
No.
Oh, yeah, it worked. And now your legs are.
Quick roll.
Roll.
I know what I'm doing.
A successful mission.
Well, what do we see here?
You want a bit of crispy horse jerky?
No. Can't say I do. If you say so, JD.
Yep, that there's me. Those longest John's boys should put me in a bind. You're probably wondering how I got here. It all started back in 1903 when I clicked on one of these here recommended vidges. See what else was on this channel. Reckon you might like them too. And hey, if you're still here, why not give this one a like too? See you around, partner.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Hi everyone, it's open cruising time. The favourite time of the day /week/year.
I'm ready to bother cruise.
Yeah.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome back. We're in the middle of a fight. There's capers. And it's Yuna's turn. There's a bear noshing on your face. What are you going to do about it?
There is. I'm thinking I might try to run away a little bit.
You could certainly do that if you wanted to.
I mean, I kind of want to stab it, but also I might die.
Sure.
I don't know, actually. What do we think?
Up to you.
An amount of hit points coming up to you at the end of your turn, but I've not rolled yet, so I don't know. It could be minimum.
Yeah.
That is true.
Mm.
You are in the circle of moon.
I am.
Yeah, what the Twilight Zone. I saw chat call it the Twilight Zone. Well, you're in the Twilight Zone.
It is the Twilight Zone.
I am.
Okay.
It's true.
Nice, good work, chat.
Because I can use my roguiness to run away without getting a.
You can
thing
bonus
from
action
one of them.
disengage. Yes.
Yes, that one. Or could I use fancy footwork? Could I land a strike and then run off without reprisal?
Do you have to be not in melee at the beginning of fancy footwork?
It doesn't say. It says you learn how to land a strike and then slip away without reprisal.
Sure. Then I guess.
During your turn, if you make a melee attack, the creature can't make opportunity attacks against you for the rest of your turn.
Yeah, you can do that then.
Yeah, sure.
It's kind of the same as bonus action disengage, but you just don't have to use a bonus action.
You do a tidy jerk. The bear is confused. You then hit him.
Hello, my honey.
Use
Hello,
a
my
bonus
darling.
action of a dash as well as the fancy footwork.
Go for it.
If I need to.
Give it a stabby
Right,
stab.
I need to roll dice again. Roll some dice. Let's roll this white one. I don't know if I've rolled this before. This is an okay dice. That's 13. 13, 14, 18. So,
Is that hit?
Oh yeah, it's a loxodon as well, doing fancy footwork.
Yeah.
Rather
With your massive
dancing.
elephant feet, it's kind of surprisingly light on them. It's like what you're like
Is it
8 foot
specifically- you're
size.
Like a bear in a circus, just perched
yeah,
on
I'm
a
7.5 foot tall, so my feet are probably a good, a fairly good size.
Sure, your rapier finds a good chunk of flesh to kind of carve a Y into it, Zorro style.
Need to roll a damage die.
Damage.
Let's try this shiny one. Oh, that's a 5.
Nice.
Plus a 5 is 10.
Nice.
That is better.
Why'd you get +5 on your damage?
Because it says that on my sheet.
It's +3 for your strength.
Oh, sorry. The attack bonus is +5. I mean +3. I'm 8. Sorry.
Sure, but
I'm getting.
you do.
Maths is hard.
As a rogue, you do also get sneak attack because it's currently in
Yes,
melee
is
with.
someone else in combat with it.
Yes, Douglas.
Yes, of course,
Father Bucket
yeah.
and Xander. Sorry. are in-
Yes.
So roll your sneak attack.
Oh god.
8 plus your
Yes.
sneak attack.
Oh, so that's the 2d6 that I wrote down when Hump was talking about it.
Yes.
I think. You deal an extra 1d6. Blah, blah. I mean, it's written on my sheet as 2d6, so I'm.
Yeah,
assuming that's right.
at level 3, I'm pretty sure it goes up to 2d6 for a rogue.
A 6 and a 2, so another 8.
So that is 16 points of pointy
That's
damage.
okay.
Nice.
Not bad.
This bear is starting to look pretty cut up now. It's very angry.
Worse for bear.
It can hardly bear it. Are you jumping away, Yulna?
Yes, I am going to. Fancy footwork means I can jump off. So I think I would like to go. I presume I need to end my turn in the magic circle to get things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. I will go towards the edge of it, kind of behind this tree and
Sure.
near this rock.
Okay. Yep.
Just a massive elephant hiding behind a little tree.
You watch as this 7.5 foot elephant kind of swish a rapier around, carve a massive bit of flesh from this bear, and as it swings out in reprisal, Yulna does a backflip with a surprising amount of grace for someone her size, and darts off behind a tree.
And leaves a bit of a dent in the ground.
Yeah.
You know.
If I had some scorecards.
Yeah.
7.5. 10.
Nice. Sam will give you some hit points.
7.
Brings us to Xander.
I shall continue stabbing the bear.
Sure.
Do you say it's pretty cut up?
Yes, it's also kind of confused at
Okay.
the backflipping elephant as well. If a bear could look confused.
But it's not just a job. We don't want to do the bare minimum.
Oh God.
Okay.
I can't judge.
I cannot join in with these unbearable jokes. Right, I'm rolling for damage. I'm gonna roll to hit. I'm gonna roll this a hit before Dave gives me a horrible disadvantage. I rolled 15.
Nice, that hits.
And I'm gonna roll a d10 for damage. The sword. Put it in the bear. I rolled a 9, which gets +4, so
sure.
13.
You put all of your the weight of your tiny halfling form behind the swing of the sword as it sinks deep into the side of the bear. You push it a little bit further, and you hear a voice quietly whispering in the back of your mind, going, "Bear tastes kind of funny. I'm not sure I like it." And the bear just kind of goes limp around you and slides off the rock and onto the ground, almost crushing Father Bucket.
Oh, boy.
Not quite.
Okay. I'm just like, don't worry, I'll give you some treats afterwards.
Would you like to move as well? Bonus action?
I would like to use my bonus action to cast whichever the hex is that's a bonus action. Which one is it? Which one
of
them. Is it
one
hex?
of them?
Other than hex plates?
Yeah, hex is a bonus action. I think they might both be a bonus action. So one of them is concentration and one of them is not. So I'm gonna cast hex, which is a warlock spell.
Yeah.
On the other bear. I'm gonna point my sword and really say some mean stuff.
You watch as
boy.
As Xander points his strange orange sword, and some shadows seem to lengthen out of the grass as the sun slowly makes its way across the sky. These shadows really kind of edge out longer in an unnatural fashion and seem to crawl up the legs of this bear and just kind of cling onto it, which is hard to see in the twilight, but the people who are right there see it and can definitely attest it's slightly unnerving. Where is Hex? Hex. Go.
Yes.
So would you like to move as well?
I've used an action and I've used a bonus action.
Yep.
Can I still move?
Yeah, you can move.
I will move towards my hex target.
Sure.
25
will get
yes,
you.
that is true. That is
next to Magpie. I don't think quite. Well, maybe in next to the bear. Sure. Let's say you can get in melee with the bear, because
as it goes past,
the bear is large and therefore it is taking up kind of this whole space.
That is a large bear.
Yes.
Tiny
That is the end of your turn.
So we're in Twilight Zone, so come get your HPs.
Oh yeah, thanks. How much do I get?
HPs from Xander.
you get 4.
HP source.
Okay.
Stone's just like a parent handing out sweets to the kids.
I love 4 HP.
Just bottles of Brown's HP source.
This bear is annoyed by the tin can, so it's going to ignore it and instead attack the tiefling next to it.
Fair enough.
So that's one with the bite, one with the claws. It's dead. That is a 20 and a 7.
20 hits, 7 does not.
So bite. D8 plus 5. One, great. So 6 points of piercing damage as its massive bare jaws sink into your thigh. You kind of it swung its massive paw, which is kind of bigger than your head, at your legs. You kind of dodge out the way, doing a little spin with your leg up in the air, and its jaws just clamp down on the flesh of you.
Oh, this one is tastier than the tin can.
Yes. This one doesn't have any kind of wrap around it. It's great.
Nope. This one's clothes are falling apart practically.
Yay.
Don't even have to take the wrapper off.
Yeah.
It didn't forgot to carry the tin opener with him.
Yeah.
Which brings us to Stone.
Right. I hadn't considered my next turn. I was too busy dishing out here. How much can I move? You can use an action to move it 60 feet in any direction. So I could. Even just like...
You want to moonbeam the other one?
Yeah, why not? Let's just keep the orbital laser going.
Sure, let me try and point at it so I can unlock it. Here we go. Right, on top of it.
Yeah.
Oh, it fell off.
Current status, moonbeamed.
Yes. Moonbeam, go ahead. And... Oh no, it's nothing yet. It's on the bear's turn, isn't it?
Yeah, if you want to do it.
Do you want to move? Bonus action?
I think. Do I have any cool bonus actions that I want to throw down? Oh, I could do spiritual weapon as a bonus action. I could do that.
Yeah.
Maybe I want to actually hit it with something. Okay. Yeah, why not? That's.
I'm gonna cast
the AOE circle
weapon.
is just having a little.
What's that? Doing a wobble.
Oh yeah, it's like a spinning top with the weight of the.
Yes, it's good. Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action myself up with stone.
JD. Oh no! Oh no!
I need something to represent a spiritual weapon. What have I got?
Oh, actually, no, I don't want to do that because it's got like a 20-foot range, and I'm not sure bear is. No, bear's not within 20-foot range. No. Oh
God!
Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh.
I could move. Can I move?
Yeah, you can move.
That's going to make life work. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Why not? I'll rock up to within melee range of the bear and give us some
spiritual
weapon.
Which side? Do you want to go around Xander or
like down here, around Xander.
Just kind of step past. You can pretty much step straight over Xander
over him
because he's pretty small.
I made it worse by trying to turn off the.
I think I can move like free, like I can move freely underneath like large creatures and things. As a thing anyway. So
yeah, when you basically who's touching the bear? Don't do that. That's gonna screw everything up.
Don't touch the bear.
Gonna have to move. Let go.
No. Everybody stop.
No.
I'm touching Yulna, so it definitely wasn't me this time.
Oh, my game's freaking out.
Sky bears.
Yes. Bear was there.
Perfect.
Toad is. Toad's there. There you go. How do you want to cast spiritual weapon?
Yeah.
What form would you like your spiritual weapon to take?
It is specifically a circular shield. Think like Captain America's shield, composed of like purple glowing light. That's cool.
Sure. Let me see if I've got a purple glowing shield.
In my purple glowing shield box.
Yeah. Okay. Let's make it a bit
This is
smaller.
where I keep my purple glowing shields.
Easy. And then we make it purple. Beautiful. So, which again, a stone says a prayer to Helm, and the twilight of the sphere seems to coalesce into a solid object, and a large, dimly glowing shield appears behind the bear. And you get an attack with it as it appears, I believe.
Oh, well, I get. Yeah, make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet. And so, how do I do that?
So, roll a d20 and just add your spell bonus, which is 5. No! the shield appears and tries to slap the bear on the butt, but you misjudged a little bit. I think that is your turn. Action, bonus action, movement.
Yeah, as a bonus action on your turn, but this was a bonus action, so...
Yeah, it's on subsequent turns, basically.
Yeah. Right. Well, good. Yeah.
Nice. Give yourself some hit points.
Yeah, this is too real.
Is spiritual weapon a concentration spell?
No, it doesn't say so.
Cool. Nice.
Oh, and I rolled a 1 on d6 as well,
Good.
so I'll just take it.
Blimey.
That brings us to Douglas.
Great.
Sure, I'm going to take another swing at the bear with my Thunder Gauntlets.
Thunder Gauntlets.
It is time.
Get it. Oh. Come on, bear.
That is 11 plus 3. So, no, more than that, plus 5. So
Yeah,
that is a
that hits.
16.
You kind of wind up a big swing with your strange metal contraption hands. And, if I can get the bear to sit properly, there we go. Get up in his face.
I assume the bear biting magpie's leg has absorbed enough alcohol from her blood to cause it to be
The bear's now drunk.
That was the plan all along.
Yes, I knew what I was doing.
That is 9 thunder damage, and it now has disadvantage on attack rolls on targets other than me.
Okay.
So
you have successfully pissed off the bear.
Yep. Over here, butt!
You got a bonus action?
Nope, I'm going to leave that there.
Okay. Which brings us to Magpie.
Has the bear let go of my leg yet?
Yes, it just kind of tried to rip a chunk out of you and then let go.
Douglas has 6 hit points.
I get another 6. Oh, thank you. Oh my lord, I have 16 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
I believe you've left and it just keeps like counting up each
Yeah,
turn.
it just keeps stacking. Oh my lord.
That's why this feels pretty OP as long as I...
Yeah, that's scary.
How long do they last from both?
I don't... Temp hit points don't stack, do they? They just replace them. Right?
Does it?
Unless it specifies otherwise.
Temporary hit points from 2 different sources, I'm not sure.
So it says it lasts for a minute. Whenever a creature ends its turn in the sphere, you grant that creature one of these benefits. So,
yeah,
so
but
you grant it temporary hit point,
yeah, but
1d6 plus your
it's... Oh, yeah. I will look into it. It's fine. We'll keep going as we are for now.
Sure.
Like it feels. That's the thing. When we did it last week, it felt pretty broken to just have it there sitting counting up.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll carry on going with it for now, and I'll check it for the next one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they stack unless it specifies otherwise. Because my defense
so here it says read page 198 in the player's handbook.
Okay,
yeah, because
that's
my
fine.
defense.
We won't do it now.
Yeah,
are you doing anything else, Douglas, on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Cool. Magpie.
Okay, I'm gonna take a swing with my sword.
Swordy.
Swordy. I would like to sword the bear question. That is 12. Probably doesn't hit.
You have sworded the bear a question.
I have sworded the bear question.
Roll question damage.
Excellent. I will roll question damage. That is. Oh, do I get sneak attack on this?
Yes, you do.
Nice. So that's. Hang on a second.
An extra 2d6 if you're the same rogue level as me.
That is 18 total points.
18
piercing damage.
Nice. You.
I carve out an M on the bear.
From the position you're in, you've got a good shot of the bear's neck as it's currently entirely focused on the tin can, and you carve a deep slash into it, and then a few more just to make a little M on the side of its neck. It's looking pretty hurt.
And then I take a bonus shot with my crossbow.
Bonus shot.
I'm really happy at the fact that
Point blank crossbow.
Oh yeah,
Into
point
the
blank
M.
crossbow just seems to be what I do now. Ranged crossbow? Nah. That is a 23.
Nice. Nice. Roll damage.
I will.
Is it disadvantage if you're in melee range?
It is, unless you're a crossbow expert like Magpie.
Expert. That's 7 points of piercing damage.
Nice. You carve an M deep into the flesh of the bear, put your crossbow in, it finds basically no resistance as it goes through the hide, straight through the neck and arteries of the bear. The blood starts seeping out all over its fur. And it lets a kind of sad, mournful growl as it collapses. The weird, shadowy hex magic dissipates around it.
Well, that was fun.
Good work, team.
We did it. That's what a bear is.
Go, Bucket just cheerleading at the back.
I guess my shadows come back.
Yes, your hex shadows have gone.
Reach into my bag and fetch a turnip out.
Okay.
And as I touch my sword to the turnip, it kind of just is kind of like cartoon disintegrates with a crunching noise, but you don't really see much. It's a bit weird.
Sure.
I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm just going to do it.
Yes, that's fine.
Magpie just looks down and is like, "That's a really cool magic trick. Can you teach it to me?"
You probably wouldn't enjoy it.
She just sort of walks off trying to work out what on earth that means.
So yeah, as you gaze down at the kind of lifeless corpses of these cave bears, you can now see what they were feasting on in this corner against the trees. There's kind of 2 half-eaten cattle corpses, several more bones, and a few kind of rotten piles of discarded organs just lying around the space. It's
Sorry, carry on.
It's kind of a disgusting smell. Stone, are you dropping all of your stuff? You've got like 3 different magic effects out right now.
Yeah, I can. Hang on. Well, yeah, Shield of Faith lasts 10 minutes. Just trying to think if there's anything that would be actually worthwhile keeping on, but no, I think everything's.
You don't have to drop Shield of Faith if you don't want to, because that will just last for the 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll leave that on, but the others can go.
Sure. I won't delete Twilight Sanctuary because I might need that. For you in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That one away in the box. Oh no.
Why didn't that?
Twilight Sanctuary. Moonbeams from the sky.
Yeah.
I throw the magic shield at the bears and the demons. I don't know.
Does anyone have any healing-y things?
Step to my Twilight Sanctuary.
Oh yeah, Yulna's on really low HP.
Yeah, I'm quite badly injured.
I mean, I have some array of healing spells. Sort of a fine selection, if you will.
How would you feel about doing a bit of
what's this chair done?
I'm going to walk over to Yulna and say, may your bucket overflow, and put a hand on her. I don't know what I can reach, maybe like knee. I don't know, wherever, and grant you some hit points.
Thank you. Go for it.
Amazing.
Which I've got. How many is that? 15 to give.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you all 15. Why not? You need them, right?
Aw, thank you. I do. I'm only on 10, so poor Leona is very grateful. Is impressed by how this strange bucket-headed man has suddenly filled my vitality.
I want to use mending to buff out the scrapes from the bear on my armor.
Sure. Just kind of without taking his armor off, you see Douglas casting the mending cantrip and just kind of doing it by feel, telling where there's a dent or a scratch in his armor, and you watch as it kind of crumples out and back to the perfect shining armor that it was at the beginning of the day.
Oh, there we are. Got to take care of it. Look after it. Jobs are good.
Yeah, so looking around the area, you can see that as well as the discarded bones and rotting flesh of cattle spread around the place, there is a entrance in the cliff face leading into these hills that, from what you can see, is maybe 1.5 times the size of this bear, so they could probably squeeze into it quite easily, and this is possibly where they've been living. But it's tough to tell from out here.
Can I go have a peek?
You can definitely go have a peek if you would like.
I'm going to go investigate this here.
I think I should also follow good old father.
Do we need to take some sort of proof from the bears being dead for gathering the bounty? Did it not say that we had to?
From what you can remember on the jobs board, it did say bring proof to the captain's office, and you are more than welcome to keep any meat and or hide that you can harvest from the bears.
What counts as proof? A bear head?
Well, I guess if we're gonna be preparing them anyway, and like getting meat for rations and hide for selling or crafting, then I guess like the hides would prove it. I guess because they're fresh and haven't been treated. So.
Is anyone?
I go and punch some trees to get sticks and build a craft.
Yeah.
Is
anyone good at skinning bears?
I'm not good at. I don't really know how to skin a bear, but my sword is sharp. Oh god. I finished eating the turnip with my sword, and I'm going to start to attempt to take the skin off this bear. I'm just going for it.
Survival skills, so I probably to do it.
Well, I don't have any. Not in
so
that sense.
Anyone who wants to try to skin a bear can give me a survival check. Anyone who wants to go and look in to the entrance of this cave can give me a perception.
Sure. I'll give you a perception.
Is this perception check with advantage or without, Dave?
You are looking into the cave with your eyes, so it would be disadvantage for you since you cannot see the bucket.
Given that I have now been near the bears and know what they smell like, could I use keen smell to try and have a sniff at the entrance of the cave to see if I can smell further bears
Yeah,
within?
you certainly can. So let's do the survival checks first. Who's skinning?
I rolled a 14 plus 3 survival, which brings me to 17.
Sure. It takes you a little bit, so your shield of faith will be gone by the time you finish this, but you do manage to carve a fair amount. You get kind of all.
Skinning a bear with the warhammer is pretty difficult. But,
you've got a dagger or something, surely.
Nice and tenderized.
Yeah.
Where's Xander gone?
Has your model's gone missing?
Is he not underneath?
I think there was a point where you kind of disappeared, and I don't know where you went.
I haven't touched my model for a while.
Yeah, I think it was some kind of physics.
Something went weird. My chair got flung across the table as well.
Your chair?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I can see Xander on the chair. When I hold my mouse over your chair, it says Xander.
Oh, Xander's under your chair, Dave. Yeah.
Under my chair.
Yeah.
Oh no, I see him.
Just rogue that ever lived.
Even in TTS, you get things falling under chairs and tables.
Well,
why is he
on my screen? Dave's chair only has a cushion.
He's freaking attached to the chair. when I was trying to.
That was not me.
When I was trying to
The chair is now on the bookcase.
Yeah. When I was trying to unattach the other stuff.
I was wondering why when I was holding my mouse over your chair, it was calling it Xander.
Well, I lost Xander into the ether.
Is he not still underneath the
appeared in my
bookcase
box? Or...
A child at a birthday party. Don't want to leave.
Now Dave's chair is just up on the bookcase.
Yeah,
Yes.
I can't move it even though it's not locked. So,
oh, I love you,
Oh, another two
TTS.
chairs.
yeah, that was
Amazing. The
delete
chairs
this
are
one.
multiplying now.
Now there's only one chair again.
There we go. We'll just
Other
put
chair is
this.
gonna be the
This chair can stay here.
EDG.
I'll get a new Xander out of a box. It's fine.
Go back to the Xander factory.
Yeah.
It's Jingleheimer all over again.
Oh gosh.
Oh my lord.
Oh, Jingleheimer, I miss you. Hello?
Arian's just headed off, I think.
Oh, okay.
Arian. Bye.
Just in case cameras went weird.
Cool. So, yeah, Stone, you managed to get all 4 haunches off of this one bear, and a fairly decent kind of rectangle of hide. You weren't managed to like fully skin everything. It was fiddly round the legs.
It's got a few perforations in it now and some letters carved into it. It's like an M and a Y. And
yeah, cutting round there, you get one kind of half decent, medium-sized bear hide. So if you want to add 4 haunches of bear meat and a medium bear hide to your inventory. Xander, were you having a go at the other one?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over to the other one, and I'll be like, "Hey, you ever skinned an animal before, Carrot?
Carrot?
How hard can it be? Let's give it a go."
Is it like peeling a root vegetable?
Yeah, probably. I think a bear's a bit more softer than a root vegetable on the inside.
Ooh, okay, let's give it a go.
It'd be like team building exercise.
Yeah.
And I rolled a 6.
Yeah, you managed to get like a kind of a strip of hide, enough to maybe wrap around your forearm or something like that, make a leather. Great.
I hold it up to Stone. And I'm like, "Hey, is this good?" And then I see what he's done, and I'm like, "Oh, maybe you should come and do this one too."
So just looks back and just like, "Good job, buddy."
Yeah.
While this is going on, you 4 are sticking your heads in the entrance of the cave. The dwarves can kind of both look low down. Magpie's kind of leaning over the top. You want to, at the moment, just has to kind of wait.
bucket.
Or are you sticking? Actually, if you're sticking your kind of trunk in over the top of them to get a sniff, you could do that. So.
Yep.
Go ahead, Adol. Give me perception checks. Disadvantage for bucket, advantage for Yorda.
I already did, and I got 2.
I got 16.
I got a 2 and a 12.
Got 13 plus 3, so 16.
And this is... hang on. Which one's this? This is...
Perception.
Wisdom perception.
Yeah.
My perception is 2, so I got 14. 12 plus 2.
I got natural 20.
Nice.
Oh, mama. That is...
So,
Somehow.
Father Bucket, you
you
kind of
recognise the
clang your bucket against the edge of the rock kind of cave entranceway. You lean back and it clangs against the metal of Douglas's armor. And basically, you'd spend the moment trying to readjust your bucket so it's not stuck quite so firmly across your head. Magpie, you can see in the dim light, you can see various rock formations, a bit more of the kind of discarded bones and remains of various farm animals. And you can also see a couple of rounder looking lumps, one on either side, not dissimilar to the 2 cave bears you just dispatched, however, maybe 50% larger. And at the same time, Yuna, you kind of honing in your sense of smell on what you've already gleaned from these cave bears being in such close proximity to them. You draw deep a kind of big nose full of the cave air, and there is something in there that's fairly similar to the smell you have from the cave bear, but mixed in with the stale odors of the cave is a more intense version of the kind of rotting smell you've been sniffing from the various carcasses and things strewn around the outdoors.
These undead bears.
Smells like more dead things and more bears.
Yeah.
I think there might be more bears in there. Yes.
Right.
Look, they look large. Like
These ones were large.
bigger than them.
Big.
Marvelous. Douglas like cracks his like gauntlets together and like gives like a kind of spark as they arc. You know, like. And he's like, "That was the warm up. Let's go. It's the proper scrap now."
Readjust my bucket. What's going on, guys? What's that?
We think there are more bears in there. I say, leaning down and sort of trying to talk underneath the bucket.
Yeah.
We think there are more bears in there, but we think they're bigger, so it might be wise to make as little noise as possible.
Forward!
No!
You hear kind of.
I've got this one.
You hear echoing back from the recesses of the cave. What?
Oh dear. What am I seeing from over here? I've probably skinned this bear and started like slowly wandering over.
How?
Sure.
Well,
how
I
long
say
has it
try to skin
been?
this bear.
How long has it been since the last fight?
It's been maybe with you guys kind of all trying to cram into the cave entrance and these two skinning bears. It's been about 15 minutes. Sure.
Okay, sure. My thunderous smite is no longer active then.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was also going to say, wood and stone have come and helped me try to deal with this bear over here during the time.
Sure.
As well.
You want to go make another survival check, see if you can get any more bear from the other one.
Can we survival check together?
Yeah, if you want, you can either both make a survival check, or one of you can make a survival check with advantage if you're helping each other.
You make 2 survival checks, Sam.
Okay. We high five.
You're assisting.
You can do it. Yeah.
Sorry, how are you going to high five? Height difference.
One's a high five, one's a low five.
I'd probably take some damage.
2 out of 20.
Oh, nice.
Good spread.
Yeah.
And the 20 plus 3, so 23.
Both learning from your experience with the first bear and just having another pair of hands, no matter how small they are, to help you really get into this bear. You managed to much more expertly remove all of the innards and perfectly peel back the hide, including the fiddly head and leg bits. So you managed to get.
I pull out a bunch of like Tupperware boxes, and we just like. Just everything is organised.
Yeah, you do. You managed to get another 4 haunches of bear meat, 1 large, perfect bear pelt, and you can take a handful of bear claws and teeth if you'd like as well.
I'll let Xander have those.
Yeah.
Give Xander some teeth and claws.
Here you go. I've got mine. I got my haunches and.
Thanks.
What, do you say like medium bear hide? Was that?
Large, perfect bear hide.
No, the first one.
Oh, the first one. Yeah, like medium. Yeah. Just a big square.
Don't worry, we're not interested in the meat.
Okay, that's a weird
I
thing
say
to
to
say.
stone.
I sort of I hear it and I don't quite register at first, and then just. Okay.
So you 4 at the cave entrance. Are you relaying what you've seen back to the other 2? What would you like to do?
Douglas is like raring to go inside.
I guess after we've done that, we'll start wandering
Sure.
over.
Yeah, we'll come on over and see what's going on, because I have like good old dark vision.
Yeah. What's it?
I don't have one of those.
I do.
I'm ready to charge as well.
The dwarves are kind of
side of the table.
You can see them stretching out their necks, doing a few, stretching out the legs, ready to just charge straight in.
I can see up to 300 feet, as if it's like fine and good.
Yeah.
So
I've got 60 feet.
I'm gonna put my hit points back to what they should be, and my AC.
Do I lose the temporary 4? No.
I think so, because the thing given them is gone. Yeah, so there was a bit of. I need to look now.
I think
well,
generally
lasts for a minute.
Generally, temporary hit points last until a rest.
Do they?
Oh, okay.
But if it
so
says they
Arian
disappear.
found a thing saying that if you have temporary hit points and receive more, you decide whether to keep the ones you have or take the new ones.
It doesn't look like temporary hit points ever stack.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Which would be more balanced.
Yeah. That seems like a fair.
But you can get hit points, lose them from having an attack, and then get them on your next round.
Yeah. They're like a second like health pool buffer.
Yeah.
Above. Yeah.
So we still have them now.
I forget what I was on, but I think I was above 20.
I took mine off, thinking that they finished at the end of the combat, but.
If it doesn't say you remove them on the Twilight Sentry, then.
I don't think it says you remove them.
Cleric.
No, it just says you get some temporary hit points.
I can't remember how many. Did I have 7?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should also have 7.
Twilight Domain, Eyes of Night, Twilight Sanctuary.
So I can read it if you need.
Yeah, no, you can keep your temporary hit points until either you lose them through combat or you take a long rest.
Is that 23? I think it might be 23. I'm gonna lose them pretty quick anyway.
Sure. So, I mean,
that's the spirit.
Is anyone entering this cave?
Can I try and sneak in?
Yes.
And find out a little bit more.
Oh, can I go with her?
Yeah.
I go clanking in.
I was going to say, I feel like me and Bucket are just like.
I can rogue too.
The dwarves are just like best buds already, aren't they?
Okay.
It's just like a buddy movie.
Hang on. I just need to.
Where did we go?
That was.
Dave just
put you
shuffled
over
us.
here because this is about to go crazy.
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm ready
Oh,
for
mama.
You did that thing you do with carts and Jeff, where you pick them up and shake them.
Oh yeah.
We just went,
Shuffle the
I
players.
just knocked my thing. No, that's not good.
We're in a
Why
ball.
is there a scorpion over here?
Nothing.
Don't worry about it.
I lost some bags.
Scorpions aren't
Just
bad.
your everyday giant scorpion.
Oh, who's upside down?
Yeah.
There you go.
Has anyone seen my grey bag? They just knocked it off the table. By trying to put everything back in that bag.
Under the
Is it
table.
Oh
again,
yes, yes, it's hovering above my dice
In front of
tray.
Arian.
Oh yeah, here it is.
There's a
Thank
grey
you.
bag hovering above
Bear
my
cave.
dice.
There we go.
Ah,
It's like a real D&D table. Has anybody seen
stuff
the
goes
dice?
missing.
Yeah, it
Why
is.
is everything gone?
Right, so hopefully this goes out without messing everything up.
What?
There we go.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh,
That delicious red text.
getting lots of red.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
loading. It's loading time.
Real.
Oh, she loading.
I spent my second level spells
Oh,
on that
Lord,
first
you
fight
loaded.
outside.
Okay.
Magpie, you're sneaking in. Andy,
Which
you're
thunder
sneaking
step
in.
is this hanging out in the air over here? Andy, I think your cards took a tumble.
Oh yeah, Andy's.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You got a thumb. Yeah, you got a couple.
Yeah, that's putting stuff on the edge might be dangerous occasionally.
Currently, the floor of the cave for me has a tesseract-looking thing and grey floors.
Perfect.
Your cave seems to be a little bit in my area.
You are still loading, Bloomers. Don't worry about it.
Cool caves in your area.
Just a little bit. So.
Not hot caves.
So yeah, as anyone who's being stealthy can roll me a stealth check.
Are we going, Andy? As Xander and Magpie, are we kind of going in together, or are we?
I look at you and I'm like, can I come in too? I can be sneaky.
Yeah, sure. Go for it. Let's do this. Yeah, we've got this.
Come on, D20.
Sure.
Do you want me to make a stealth check, dude?
The bucket compels
anyone who is
I was
being,
gonna say, like...
anyone who's trying to be unseen can roll me a stealth check. If the dwarves are not, then they don't have to.
Oh God, why do we have dwarves in the party? I got 17. 17.
I rolled a 17.
Hey.
Hey.
17 buddies.
Not as cool as the natural 20 drinkers.
No,
Yeah, I was going to say, that was the double natural 20. It was like...
Give me a sec. I just need to try and find some stuff that I lost.
A bond forged in blood and ale.
It's too good.
Look at this water, like real animated water texture.
Yeah, the tesseract has become a pool of water, but
So
I
good.
still don't have a floor.
It's you are still loading, so it might click in a moment.
You're at 99.
Don't worry about it.
It sort of was flicking between 96 and 97, and now I'm stuck at 99. But I've got another PDF error, which is something that my tabletop sim doesn't seem to be able to handle anymore.
Oh dear.
Oh. I think my computer just died.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, you're frozen. Ruh-roh.
Oh dear.
And has disconnected. Oh dear.
Oh, you're back.
Back.
Nope.
Hello.
Bloomers, Earth to bloomers. Cracked continent to bloomers. What's this? Is there a name for the wider universe?
It's just the world.
The world.
The world doesn't have a
The
name.
world.
It's the world.
The world. The world, but spelt WRYLD.
Yeah.
That's fantasy. World.
Or
So-
WU.
Oh,
With
yeah.
an E on the end as well.
Yes.
So as you
World.
step into the cave, you're hit with this weird kind of musty smell, both mixed with rotting,
And a hammer.
rotting, pungent flesh, and another strange acrid smell floating through the air that almost half stings your nostrils as you breathe it in. But as you step in and look around, you're able to make out the piles of bones on the floor and the two lifeless corpses of some even larger bears that seem to have been ripped apart by something unknown. You can see large gaping wounds in their oh no.
What happened?
Hang on, I'm gonna have to fix this.
I don't think that.
Don't touch it.
Oh dear.
I touch nothing.
Yeah. Hang on.
Also the...
I used one of my shortcuts on the for stream, and it unlocked the thing, so I can put it back. Did I
Bloomers
lose?
is hard disconnect.
Yeah,
So,
no,
yeah.
I'm trying to keep things moving.
Yeah.
I lost Bloomer's
Oh, yeah, no, I
figure.
so, yeah.
Let me just try and put this back out again. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Get another yawner. There you go. Clun. Cool. So yeah, you're hit with this this harsh smell of both rotting flesh and an acrid Acrid burning. Why you do this? You wanna go chill out over
Also,
there.
I think our screens are on stream have just been replaced with the wallpapers behind us.
Yeah, I turned them off because
Oh, okay,
until
you did,
Bloomers
that's
is back, they're in the wrong position.
Ah, gotcha.
Sorry, I don't know what happened there. My whole everything died on my computer. Like the internet had gone, but my router was fine. So I very much got.
Okay.
Welcome
Right,
back.
not your fault.
Hello.
I have an extremely crash-prone PC, so I do apologise.
I mean, it's news, so it shouldn't be.
I would attribute it more to tabletop sim than PC.
It can be quite intensive.
I mean, the last time it did that, it was also trying to load stuff with Tabletop Sim, so it might be.
But yeah, those of you who are in the cave looking around, you can see these two large bear corpses that have been seemingly picked apart by something, and you're somewhat worried what possibly could have done something to bears of this size.
So where am I actually standing? Can I see any further into the cave?
I'm probably like.
Yeah, you because you and Magpie were being stealthy, you've kind of edged round the side. The dwarves have just kind of barreled down the middle and looking around.
Can I see anything? Can I see anything further?
Well, we're going in together, so like we're at the same place.
Yeah.
I whisper over to Douglas. I mean, can I even whisper from this distance? I don't know.
Yeah.
Can I whisper from 10 feet?
Yeah, it does seem to echo around the cave.
Okay, I'll just go over to Douglas and talk to him. I think we need to be worried about more than just bears.
Worried? Don't you mean excited, but? And that's a very strange way of saying excited. A dwarf doesn't worry.
The loudness of his voice kind of echoes around the cabin inside.
Yeah, that's fine.
Any pretense of stealth seems to have disappeared for now.
I will let you go and find the excitement first.
The bucket protects all within its casing.
Onward! And I guess Douglas will round the corner over here.
Let's do this, chums.
You don't want to wait for the rest of the group?
Yeah, Yorna and Stone, are you?
Oh.
Are you coming into the cave? It's a cave,
I'm outside.
by the way.
Oh, he's over there.
That's hilarious. I'm just gonna gingerly follow behind Douglas.
Yeah, we'll need to get in the cave because
I'm going right in.
Don't split the party. I keep being.
The kids.
I'm gonna stay within movement distance behind Douglas, 20 feet, 15 feet.
Just hiding behind the power armor.
I guess I'm gonna shrug at Stone and figure that we should probably go with it.
Sure.
I mean, you were stood next to me when I crashed. Now you're stood on the edge of the table. So.
Things went a little bit wonky.
Sure. So you can both go inside the cave, and as you look around you again, that smell that you caught before, you know, is heavily coming from these two deceased bear corpses lying around.
Is this the cave echoing?
Yes, this is the cave.
The echo.
Hello.
No.
Anybody in yet?
I'm just gonna cast message to Douglas. And just sort of whisper, it might be a good idea to be quiet. Just
Why would I do that?
Just
Dwarves don't hide from anything.
Well, I tried.
You go and don't hide over there, and I'll go and hide over here.
Onward, chap. And then I guess.
Yeah, as you continue further into the cave, Yulna and Xander, you don't have dark vision, do you?
I do not have dark vision. No.
So as you leave the kind of immediate proximity of the cave entrance,
I'm
you are
listening. I'm
punched
listening
into near
for
black.
I'm listening to Douglas's clanks.
Sure.
Echolocation.
Yeah.
I am glowing a bit, actually. My power armor does glow a little bit.
You can see the very dim glow of a dwarf in the distance.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do.
I can share my dark vision to someone within 10 feet of me. So I can, like, confer that to Yuna.
Yes, please.
Sure.
Can I, as we're walking forwards, engage my divine sense?
Yes, you may.
To know if there are any celestials, fiends, or undead within 60 feet of me.
As you place a hand on the side of the bucket and say a prayer to the great bucket in the sky, you can feel
the floor loaded.
You can feel the essence of the bucket spreading out across the range of your divine sense, and as it recedes back into the bucket form on your head, you're fairly confident there are no celestials, fiends, or undead within this cave. So, Yuna, you're now able to see 300 foot, basically the entire inside of the cave, and you can see it's a fairly large cave. It's not especially wide, but the height is rather immense. It seems to, as you step in, it seems to dip down somewhat. It's on a slight slant towards the back of the cave, and as far as you can tell, the height of it must be fairly close to the top of these hills to be this immense in size. Xander, you currently can barely see anything.
Okay.
Can't share my dark vision.
No, am I still? Where am I? Am I close to Magpie still?
Yeah, you kind of stepped in with Magpie, and then you were trying to follow Douglas, but he ran off further into the cave.
I've realised I can't see in the dark.
If I get
you elves.
I can also share it to others.
Horned elves. You're not an elf, I'm sorry.
I can share it up to 3 people who are within 10 feet.
Oh.
Yeah.
But is Xander within 10 feet of you?
Not yet.
I have no idea that you can do this.
You see Xander step out of the kind of immediate light of the cave entrance and then, seemingly somewhat blind, start stumbling around, so you can go and give him your dark vision if you'd like.
Yeah, it's just checking if the from 10 feet of number of creatures up to your equal to your wisdom modifier. Shared dark vision lasts for 1 hour, so I guess you have to stay within 10 feet, presumably. Sure. So I guess myself and Yuna will wander up.
Sure. You form a little party at the back.
Well,
do you just touch me and then I suddenly am able to see?
Yeah.
I don't even need to touch you.
Oh, so suddenly you walk close to me and my vision suddenly like whoosh.
I'm just
okay.
Well, you need to be willing, so I need to be like, hey, would you like to be able to see what's going on here?
Well, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Then
you can.
There you go. I don't have.
Abracadabra.
I have no time or flourish for this.
How did you do that?
And at last I see the light.
The gifts bestowed upon me by Hel.
Huh. Thanks, Hel.
Yeah. So you can now see the full size of this cave. As you continue further in, you can see more and more old discarded bones. Some, from the looks of them, have either been picked clean very thoroughly by this bear or whatever else is in this cave, or they've been here a long time, and whatever flesh was on them has disintegrated away to nothing. You get the feeling that it's possible the bears weren't the first people to live in this cave. First creatures.
Spoilers.
I'm just gonna run up and like stand between the dwarves to just sort of keep an eye on them.
Probably
just sort of walking up, just going.
Douglas cannot see this.
Oh God! Of course.
You've got dark vision, haven't you?
Plow on.
Yeah, I do, but I'm facing a different direction.
Just refusing to look around.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to walk in front of them.
I'm basically staying shoulder to shoulder with Douglas in this.
Sure. Dwarf bros.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna stick with the big guys, with the big beings in the back.
As you continue, as you continue further and further into the cave, the kind of strange acrid smell that slightly burns your nostrils gets seemingly stronger.
I'm gonna tuck my trunk into my armpit.
Sure.
Amazing.
It's a much more pleasant smell.
I'm now imagining a little like bag full of lavender that you just tie.
Yeah, a little
Oh,
what are
like
these called?
posy.
Can I light up a stick of incense?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's not really gonna do much.
It smells better.
Is it?
It's a cavernous.
We can make things a little bit more pleasant for those around me.
What else would people like to do in this cave?
Bucket, sorry.
I guess Douglas will is keen on exploring what's over here. I guess.
Sure. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Sure thing. That is 18 plus 3, so that's 21.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, as you can see around, there's various bits of bones and things. One or two mostly intact skeletons that look like they came across some terrible fate in this cave long ago. And you can see this strange pool of liquid at the back, which you would surmise is the source of this horrid smell.
Can I listen very, very carefully?
Yes. Make a perception check with advantage because of the bucket.
While he's doing that, should the three of us at the back move up?
I'm just sticking with you, so wherever you go, I'm going.
They're just kind of...
16.
16. You do hear very slight distant noise that kind of ever so gently reverberates around the cave. Just a little...
I'm guessing I can't tell where it's coming from.
No, it's bouncing all over the roof, but it's kind of a...
It's spiders, guys.
Across and around. You can't tell if it's small things, many things, or large things slightly further away.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Mage Hand.
Yes.
And can I go and make it poke the water?
One finger.
You certainly can.
Okay, I do that then.
Okay, you walk up and you start the kind of is it somatic for Mage Hand? I can't remember.
Oh, I can't remember.
I think it's quite quiet. I've got it. I did have it laid out on my table.
Mage Hand.
You do your Doctor Strange hand.
It's VNS.
Yeah. Kind of glowing symbol appears. Yeah, so you kind of whisper the arcane words and flick your hand, and this strange ethereal hand appears. Let me just check this. No, okay, yeah. So the hand floats over, dips its finger in the water, kind of ripples, slowly flow out. Nothing else seems to happen.
Okay.
You will look around towards the entrance of the cave as a rock kind of tumbles off the edge and clatters down, slightly startling you.
Does anybody have a torch?
I do have. Can I pick up a tiny rock on the ground and tap it, and use my magical tinkering feature to make it emit light like a glow stick?
You watch as Douglas leans down, picks up a small light, and it starts glowing brightly, and you can see the edges of the cave start to glow.
Huh.
Takes
Can
a
I use
second
my
for
mage
those
hand
of
to
you
pick
kind of
that up?
peering into the
Hold it at the ceiling.
dim light to kind of adjust as you go from being able to peer through the darkness to suddenly this bright light illuminating everything. Magpie, were you using your mage hand?
Can I pick up the rock that Douglas has just illuminated and like hold it up to this as far up to the ceiling and the walls of the cave as I can, just to kind of like
Sure.
check over?
So you
Let's go, ball.
You will watch as
Yeah.
the rock is kind of lifted out of Douglas's hands and slowly moves further up and up, closer to the roof, which is about maybe 120 feet up. And
Damn. I was thinking of using fairy fire to try and like pick an area, like use perception to try and like. Sorry, this speech jam and echo is really getting. Try and like figure out where the sound's coming from, and then like fairy fire that area. But if it's 120 feet, that's too far.
okay. Well, yeah. So as the light is going up, as the rock reaches the top of the roof, you can suddenly see a large shadow cast from across one side of the roof, away from the light, that suddenly seems somewhat out of place. You can see it's very slowly moving up and down, as if it's a creature tense. You hear another kind of as this large shadow moves down across the roof down to the side, and you see a large giant scorpion appear, crawling down
Good
the
news,
side
right? It's not a spider.
Phew.
of the rocks.
But it's kind of arachnid.
And
It's
that,
got a little mouth going.
yeah, you can see it's a hideous little boy.
The models moving and everything.
Yeah, and that
It's a
is
rat
where
scorpion.
we will pick up next time.
What? No! Cliffhanger, rock hanger, nearly.
Rock hanger, yeah.
I mean, the scorpion's hanging on a rock, so it's kind of a rock cliff hang.
Yes.
Close enough.
Oh wait, did you already make the cliffhanger joke? I just got it.
Yeah.
The scorpion literally is the cliffhanger.
Yeah. Yay! Well done, everyone. So yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Oh my
when
god, JD.
These folks will try and face this giant scorpion.
Oh.
Huzzah.
Yay! And we will not die. We will be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got this.
Use all the
Easy.
sack level slots.
I am not very ranged. Dan, I only have 2 daggers, so that's cool.
It's alright, I'm
Check them
ranged.
both once, and then
Yeah. Oh.
just
Peace
sit
out the
on
cave.
the ground.
We'll get them later.
If
Yeah.
I miss, can I pick them up and throw them again?
I mean, if you go to where they land, sure.
Yep, that's
Chuck 'em.
fine.
Hang on a second.
Yeah.
But congratulations, everyone! You managed to not die to some cave bears.
Yay!
Yay.
We did it.
Huzzah.
Very proud of you all.
I think our party's slightly weird. It's all good.
It's great.
Pretty weird part.
Brilliant.
I just love the height distribution.
Yeah, it's very good.
Boom, boom, boom.
You're also almost all casters, which is much fun.
We're all, and also there's a lot of just melee and casters.
Melee and casters,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just everybody, pretty much. Very good.
Well, thanks, everyone.
It's a beautiful thing.
I'm going to do some shout-outs from the whole stream, even though
Yeah,
some
good.
people might not be here anymore.
Yeah.
But thank you anyway to... Where did we start? Arian for 28 months. We already know Arian's gone. Sally, 15 months. One Eye Daisy with the Prime. 8-Bit Community raided us. Thanks to anyone who stuck around from them. Parattenbraut, 3 months. Uzaru with the gift sub. SSGT Scorch raided us. Thank you. Sir John Bacon with the 2 months. Long Shane also raided us. Trod TV with the 10 months. And Teddy Bear Tribunal with 200 bits. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
More.
More in 2 weeks. More in 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll be back. It will start at 6 next time. I'll make sure everything works.
My understanding was you had done before this one, and then
I made everything work, and then Discord screwed me.
Yeah.
Sounds like Discord.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
Cool. Yeah, some people were asking on Discord here, like about classes and maps and things. So we'll talk a little bit on Discord about everyone's races and classes to give people outlines, and I'll upload.
Anybody wants to ask me anything?
Yes.
In Discord, go for it. It's kind of. I feel like it's kind of weird to introduce yourself as a warlock to a party. So I'll probably be like, "Oh, don't want any of that." Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Thanks. Next.
It's like, no.
Yeah.
Right. Let's find somebody to raid. Can anybody find me?
Somebody to
I was going to say yes. The Dungeons and Dragons channel in Discord is going to be full of spoilers and a spoiler zone. That's the idea, right?
I could suggest someone, Dave, if you want.
Yeah, I'm currently just looking at other people playing Dungeons and Dragons, but I'm more than happy to take suggestions.
My suggestion would be Molly Lewis. Her channel is Molly Lele, where on Sundays she does a thing called, I think, is it like Picnic in the Park with Huel, where she watches these, like, I say old, from like these sort of 90s documentaries done by a lovely little chap called Huel Hauser. And basically she sits just kind of playing guitar and hanging out with chat, watching these documentaries. It's really lovely and shit.
That does look cool. Sure, why not?
So that's,
collect all of my dice that a certain someone has decided to.
Oh yeah, your cannon is so full of dice.
Yep, I realised this only just now.
Somebody fired it and it made me lag. Don't laugh.
JD. I realise I'm probably pointing at the wrong side. It's JD.
Yes. Nice. I'll try and make sure everyone's got everything for the next time. And I'll fix all your cards, Andy, that I pushed with this big rock.
Yeah, that's all right.
Cool. Everyone go say hi to Molly Lele. Be good people. And we'll be back tomorrow with Sea of Sings. 6 o'clock. Ooh. Maybe do some giveaways. Maybe just be selfish and keep everything for us, because it's a new season and I want all the things.
All the things.
Cool. Thanks everyone for being here. Love you all.
Bye.
Goodbye.